I guess I should turn down the music, huh? There we go. You know, you wouldn't be able to hear me in full amazingness. So I'll keep the music on for a little bit. So, only a 5-stream streak, Sonny? You know, you always come early, but then when it's time to go streaking, you're nowhere to be found. Okay, so it's Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX all day. It's fine. It's just Raging Bolt does what this does, but better, except that Mewtwo has access to Spidops. So it's like, oh yeah, sure, Twitch glitches. And never gonna let me down. No, the number one most handsomest did not get drops. And I checked, only 2 out of the 5 streamers actually streamed Destined Rivals yesterday. So they're giving Twitch drops to people who don't stream on new set launch days. I mean, it is nice to, you know, spread the cheats a little bit, but it's like, you only chose you gave 5 streamers Twitch drops to Pokemon TCG Live, but only 2 of them are regular Pokemon TCG Live streamers. 2 of them were playing Monster Hunter yesterday. And then another one did, I think, play TCG Live a few days ago. But like, they're mostly Pokemon Unite and Legends Arceus streamers, so they're trying to spread the cheats. But it's like, why not do... Like, there's several other people that play TCG Live that subject themselves to this on a daily basis that you're not giving the drops to. LDF. Well, LDF streamed yesterday. LDF is big, though. You know, arguably Azul and LDF are the top 2 PDCGL content creators, you know, for the win. Well, the Pokemon Company clearly doesn't like For the Win, so that's that doesn't really count. And Trolling Lord, yeah, thanks Trolling Lord. I appreciate it. So nice. Yeah, that's essentially what it is that Mewtwo exists to be able to do 280 in a Spidops deck. This is a Spidops deck that has a Mewtwo, not a Mewtwo deck that has a Spidops. Because normally, when you play a deck focused on a card, like Mewtwo, you would have 3 copies, because then it's like, oh, they knock out 3 Mewtwo, and then they get it. So this has 2 Mewtwo, which is, just goes to show you. Just goes to show you that this is, okay, Spidops D's nuts. I have a few different lists. We have the Clefairy list. I have the Murkrow, because this has Torment, so it's nice. Oi, why did not get any bloody drops? Oh, oi, mate, why are there no bloody drops? Yeah, it's Raging Bolt if Raging Bolt was bad. But it's new, it's shiny and new. We got the Sneasler. Strike the Sleeper, probably never going to use that. And then I do have the Orbeetle build. I messed around with it a little bit. You know, maybe we mix it up. But this is the spicy one. We're going to start with the non-spice. And I'm never going to get this one. Oh, and they announced today that you're only going to have a week to claim the rewards. And I'll leave the music. Can you hear the music? Because I'll leave that on. I want you to hear what happens when you play Team Rocket's cards. And then I'll turn it off. But they announced that from the 5th of June to the 12th of June... Too bad Tricky retired. For the mental health. But yeah, so if you log in from June 5th to 12th, you'll get the 2nd anniversary rewards. And it seems like they'll only do the special quest for that 1 week. A little low? All right. I mean, this isn't the best start, but I mean, dude's got 280. Can't argue with 280 hit points. And Mr. Leon. Ooh, it's Typhlosion. And this is a terrible starting hand. This is, hey, did somebody order a terrible starting hand? Because we're going to have to Giovanni next turn. All right, so what I want to do is Earthen Vessel away these guys. I want to... Oh, we have to go thingy thing. I think I just want to attach to the Tarountula. Tarountula. And yeah. What do you mean have you seen the 400 hit point Garchomp? I make videos every day about cards that are coming out. What do you mean have I seen the 400 hit point? You just attach a power weight and it's a 400 hit point Garchomp. Yes. So if you're wondering... What exactly do you get from watching Little Dark Furry or Azul? All you get is a hyper rare. Oh god, what is it? Moltres. Sorry, a hyper rare Team Rocket's Moltres EX, and then a hyper rare Garchomp EX, and that's it. So it's not very exciting. It's just kind of like, yeah, you get a couple nice things, but that's about it. And never gonna let me. Don't be mean, okay? Just because the Pokemon Company is advertising other streamers and content creators over me doesn't mean you can. Oh, you also get 3 free packs? They didn't mention that in the post. They did not mention that in the anything about that. All right, are you ready for the coolest moment in the history of the Pokemon trading card game? Are you freaking kidding me with this Ariana crap? I was all ready to use Giovanni, and then you hit me with this stupid thing. Okay, so we go Team Rocket's Factory, and then let's just do this. I don't like this. I'm an unhappy pilot right now. Okay, are you ready? Wasn't that worth it, everybody? Wasn't that so worth it? Wasn't that great? All right, so we might be in a situation where we just lose the game. I don't think I want to burn anything. I think we just want to hold off on the Mewtwo. Oh, okay, we can do it. We can take a knockout of a Victini this turn. The question is, do we want to? We can knock out a Victini. The question is, do we actually want to? I think the answer is yes. I think I go Secret Box away, the Proton, that, and the Rescue Board. And then we go Energy Switch 100%, Counter Gain, and the supporter shall be Archer. Ow. I guess. Yeah, because this way we still have the receiver, so if something bad happens, we're fine. All right, I don't need to discard any energy. 330 hit points is kind of goated here. And then we just go charging up. So, you know, it works. I wouldn't say it's good, but it works. Okay, and then we go Erasure Ball, which I have to pay extra for with Mistress Paddlebottom. Alrighty. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at chat because I was like, oh, what banger. What banger have they given us now? All right, I'm going to turn off the music now. You don't deserve to be subjected to PDCGL's music. What I don't like is how it'll fade in and out, like, constantly. So when you're playing a Team Rockets deck, and you put a Team Rockets Pokemon in play, or you play a Team Rockets supporter, the music will change, and it'll warp into something else, but then it'll just go right back. Okay, this is good. And Simon, welcome back, Simon. We've missed you. What's the movie? I thank you, Simon, for gifting me subs. I think that's a pretty popular movie. They got the Ethan's Pichu, and they're hurting their own hand. They're hurting their own Pokemon. They just prevented me from having to erase too many balls here. And Mark, you've been forming them with Feraligatr. Does Feraligatr farm Typhlosion? I mean, yeah, Typhlosion doesn't really have a backup attacker. Yeah, someone's gotten sick of Badoo. You one-shot Badoo, but as I pointed out, this is a trap. You're like, oh my god, I can one-shot Badoo for free and take a free prize card and have a free retreater and draw a card. But the main culprit with Badoo is going to be Dragapult, and Dragapult wants you to knock out their Badoo so they can draw a Fezandipiti. All right, so I guess I don't Team Rocket's Factory? I guess? I don't know. All right, so we should probably Ariana Grande at this point. I think it's an Ariana Grande, or I can Proton. Yeah, I guess we go Proton. I am Proton. All right, so let's go and get. Oh wait, no. I should have used Giovanni. That was my mistake. I should have used Giovanni because I can take a KO of a Typhlosion with Spidops. So that was my oopsie. So let's go Tarountula. And then let us... I don't think I want to draw a card here. So let's go... Do I want to put the counter game? I don't even know what I want to do right now. I think we go Night Stretcher, the Grass Energy. I Night Stretcher the Grass onto you. The Gravity Mountain just allows me to win this game. Or no, it's Team Rocket's Pokemon in play, not on the bench. Oh, okay. That makes life so much easier. So I don't even... Yeah, we're just going to go Erasure Ball. I need to learn how to read. That would be that'd be helpful. What? Wait, what the hell? Did you see that? Did anyone notice what just happened? That was not your computer glitching out because you got lotion all over the keyboard. Did you notice that? This was not on the left side before. This was over here. The Spidops and the Mewtwo switched positions. And Skybreaker, yeah, I just miscalculated. So you 100% just rely on Spidops for like this entire matchup. Like it's assuming you have 2 Bravery Charm, then you can be okay because it's very difficult for them to hit for 330. But it's also really difficult for them to recover from a Team Rocket's Archer to 3 if they have all 4 Ethan's Adventures. So like I know the positives to Typhlosion. It's an insanely consistent, good, hard-hitting deck for 1 energy. The negatives is that if you end up having 4 Ethan's Adventure in the discard pile, you can just kind of fall behind. Like you're in first grade and the teacher has to hold you back after class and then there's a meeting with your parents and you get held back. But I'm learning the deck, right? I think not being able to retreat the Mewtwo turns out to be really bad. And what I've also noticed is that I can't freaking get basic energy in the discard pile. The deck only plays 5 or 6, depending on which version you have. But you would not believe how difficult it is to just get energy in the discard pile to attack with Spidops or just to power up your Spidops. Okay, well, that's probably never going to be a thing. So let's go Psychic Energy on you. I'm going to keep the Gravity Mountain in play. We're going to go Team Rocket's Energy there. I don't think there's anything I have to worry about with them doing any shenanigans, right? So we just go Spidops or Tarountula down. There's no effects they're going to put on me. And then I may as well just put the Counter Gain there. I'm doing 180, so the Team Rocket's Factory is amazing. Just the combo here of going Archer, you get 5, they get 3, and then oops, I actually get 7. Okay, well, that's not great, but you know what I mean. Okay, there we go. We got another Spidops. I don't actually know if I want to... No, we have an Energy Switch. How many Counter Gain? Just 1, I believe. In a thing called Love. Just for the 2 of us? That's a very old song. Only boomers will get that one. So yeah, Skybreaker, you're right. I should have just soloed with the Spidops after that first Mewtwo went down. But they're in a situation where it's like, oh, what the hell do? I have to go Quilava for my last Ethan's Adventure. Okay, I can knock out this one Spidops. I can, if I have a counter catcher, I can knock out the Mewtwo. But that damn straight. So what we have learned through our very first game with Mewtwo is that you just, in the Typhlosion matchup, just rely on Spidops. And Jose, just to get it out of my deck, because I'm probably never going to use the Counter Gain. So it's like Mimikyu retreats for free, so I don't mind putting a tool on it. And no, that's not I Am Legend, that's a Counter Gain. And yes, the black and white preview, I will have my preview out for the remaining 100 cards. That'll be out on Sunday. Just obviously I have to get through the first few days of this set. And, I like to let it marinate. I like to, baste my thoughts. I like to baste my brain with happy juices. And CTU, not a single loss against Ethan's. Well, I misplayed in how I handled this. But they do have to take 2 more knockouts at a minimum to win this game. They're going to have to take 2 knockouts at a minimum without a Fezandipiti in play. That's now that's a lot of damage. Wait. Wait, what? It did. Oh, because the Victini. Yeah, I was like, wait, why'd that happen? Okay, so let's go. This deck is just so good when you have the right matchup. And then we get this guy. We're going to keep the Rocket's energy. I'm going to put the grass. I mean, it doesn't matter which one I do. And then just a Team Rocket's Archer. This is just so... Oh, no, it was the Victini that made it 290. So I was wondering, like, why was it 580? And it's because of the Victini. All right, then we go Team Rocket's Factory. And I don't really have to do anything else. Just, oh, I do need a basic. I almost misplayed. I almost misplayed because I didn't have another basic. And that's another issue that I'm definitely going to screw up on, is that I'm going to forget about Mewtwo's ability. I guarantee it's going to happen at least once this stream. Because you never remember that Mewtwo needs to have 4 or more Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. I don't know why it doesn't say this Pokemon can't attack unless you have 3 or more Team Rocket's Pokemon on your bench. Because it makes it seem like it wouldn't count itself, but it counts itself, so you need 3 on... I feel like they could have just streamlined this and just said 3 or more on your bench instead of 4. But that's what they did. All right, well, they got Lana's Aid, but this is what I was talking about, is they had to get the Lana's Aid. If they didn't get the Lana's Aid, they were just kind of screwed. So this is going to be the comeback of the century if they win this one. And the only reason they would have won is because I put the Mewtwo into play. But yeah, just getting basic energy in the discard pile with this deck is more streamlined. No, because then you have to do math, right? Because then you have to do 3 + 1 is 4 instead of 3. So never gonna let me down. You have to remember, I'm thinking about my viewers. I'm thinking about the viewers who are watching me, and we know that they don't have reading ability or math ability. So I'm thinking of them. I'm going to check to see if there's a Bravery Charm in the deck. If there is, then 100% we're attacking with the Mewtwo. If there is not, then, I mean, we're still probably going to attack with the Mewtwo. Doesn't seem like there's much reason to attack with the Spidops over Mewtwo in this situation. I know that they have, you know, the 4 Ethan's Adventure in there. And yeah, given that 46% of my audience is from the US, I would never suggest anything like that. I would never suggest that. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it's just in case they have like a spicy Blood Moon or Saluna or something. All right, well, let's Transceiver. Get nothing. Okay, do we have another Bravery Charm? We do not. I know some lists have 2. Is there anything that I can do to help myself? There's no thingy things left. I don't think there's anything I can do. So let's just attach to this guy. Drop to 8. They probably have it. But yeah, just maybe a second Bravery Charm, but it's so tough to know which matchup is correct. Or like what the numbers should be for the different matchups. All right, let's get rid of that and that. Do we even have anybody left in the deck? Probably just, yeah, an Articuno and a Spidops. I'm also a little concerned about the fact that you only play like 2 or 3 Night Stretcher. That's definitely concerning to me. Okay, I don't care. I just pick an energy. It doesn't matter. They either have it or they don't. They have to have a rare candy. They have to have quite a bit. They have to have rare candy, Typhlosion in hand, or a Night Stretcher, energy, and, well, that's it. But they still need quite a bit. And Ino wouldn't help them out here. Bosses doesn't help them. They basically have to research or just have it. And FM Boss, welcome in. We've missed you as well. We got Simon, we got FM Boss. I think this is a win. And Myrtle, no. Raging Bolt is better. And you saw Steven's Metagross with Hopzation and Clefairy. That's about all you can do, but the problem with playing the Hopzation build is that you have to have Snorlax and Postwick and Hop's Choice Band. I mean, that's both a blessing and a curse, because you can play Cramorant. See, I told you. I told you, in case they had the spicy Ursaluna, we cannot attack with the Spidops. Do they just have a counter catcher in that hand? Are we about to get bonered? They got a max. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, well, that's not going in the video. That's, you know. Okay, well, we know how to beat a Typhlosion deck now. Just don't lose. Oh, I didn't even get the thing. Oh my. It's the fact that they had everything. It wasn't just that they had one thing, it's that they had everything. They got the oh my. Okay, we're not going to let that happen again. Yeah, just never return. Okay, so it looks like it's Garchomp. That's good. You know, I wasn't drawing that well, and I can draw 10 cards a turn. But yeah, Lena, just Metagross is not good, okay? Can we all agree that Metagross, no matter what you do, it's not good? I'm going to choose to go first. Yeah, never going to let me down. Some people can just get the maximum belt, Blood Moon or Ursaluna play. Other people struggle mightily. Man, that just hurts. That hurts. All right, so they're obviously playing Garchomp. Do we resist fighting? Absolutely gross. And I'm Legend. You've already given me your money for the month. I don't care. This is why I chose to go first. You play 4 of the receiver. You go see Professor Proton. I have an amazing turn next turn. So they're playing Garchomp. We do resist fighting, which is really good. I do not recall... What am I, a United States Senator testifying under oath? I do not recall exactly what the deck has for effects. Like, is Articuno necessary? I don't like how the Team Rocket's energy kind of blends into the Mewtwo, though. That's a little different. How the hell is it so broke? What? They can't afford a check mark on Twitter. That's how it's broke. But I think I checked the Reddit. I checked a few other places. It looks like the only so far discovered issue, there's a lot of interactions we haven't figured out yet. But so far, it looks like the only interaction that we haven't discovered, or that has been discovered, sorry. What you doing? Okay, is that Garchomp doesn't give you the option. So Garchomp EX specifically states you may draw. You may draw up to 6 cards. Unfortunately, the game does not give you the option, so it forces you to draw up to 6, which can result in a deck out situation. And Skybreaker, unfortunately, I think you, I don't think you can live that dangerously. All right, well, we have the Rescue Board. That's pretty good. So the problem with the Garchomp, unfortunately, is that it's going to have 400 hit points, and I'm going to do 360, and then the Spiritom's going to be able to do the thing. Okay, so do I put a counter gain on the Mewtwo, or do I just go for it? I think I mean, we might be able to do some things here. This is tough. I want to draw the other cards. Handsy Wansy, that's going to be like 6 years down the road where I'll do that. I'll play Rotom Tools in 6 years. Don't you worry. We'll get right to it. Okay. This is good. We resist fighting, and we're going to get rid of their biggest threat. So I don't hate that. I do hate the fact that, again, you can't freaking get energy in the discard pile with this stupid deck. And it's like you need to play 4 Earthen Vessel or something. And Kit Kat, I only count in feet. And I'm also not really sold on Buddy-Buddy Poffin. You know, Proton gets you 3 basic Team Rockets Pokemon. Would I rather have Nest Ball over Poffin? Because most of the time, you're going to go for Proton turn 1, whether you go first or second. So it's tough to say. And, you know, the Lillie's Clefairy, of course, I'll never face a Dragon deck. And I have the Clefairy and the Fezandipiti, and I'll probably end up starting them, and it'll be great. Okay, so they're going to go get Garchomp. They're going to do 70 damage. And then they can one-shot me next turn. Yeah, this is why we're testing, is as I built more and more decks with this, I was like, I'll put in 1 less Poffin, 1 less Poffin. We don't need as many Poffin. That's unfortunate. All right. Remember what I was saying about that energy and just not being able to get anything? Remember when I said that? And then the Spiritomb just absolutely destroys your Mewtwo, which is crazy. All right, well, there's a Team Rocket's energy that we definitely don't need. I mean, I don't know if I can win this one, right? Because the Spiritomb bodies me. I don't know if I want to do this, especially when the dude can do the thing. I think we just go Team Rocket's energy on the Spidops and then erase my balls. No, thank you. Wait, do I want to do this? No. Yes? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. It matters. And a dog, unfortunately, this only hits for 360, so it would not be a knockout on the Garchomp. So I basically just have to mainline Spidops, and I have to get a ton of basics here. So this is not a guaranteed victory. They should absolutely just retreat and attack with the Spiritomb. Maybe they won't realize that Mewtwo is weak to darkness. But it does kind of seem like Garchomp was designed to beat Mewtwo, right? It's out of range of a Spidops, unless you have like Defiance Band, which I do. I do have a copy of Defiance Band. And G46A, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. What's my A-Spec? Secret Box. Secret Box, I think, is the A-Spec in almost every single situation, but this is it. This is they got the nuts. They're holding me by the nuts. They got double Roserade. They got the Spiritomb. No, what are you doing? Okay. I don't mind that. I think softening up both Garchomp behooves me greatly here. There's a counter catcher. That behooves me much less. Yeah, I think it's just a situation where I go Erasure Ball, and then we don't discard anything. And Zedman, welcome in, thank you. But, like, I have to have several Team Rocket's Pokemon in play to be able to one-shot these Garchomp on a normal basis. Being able to soften them up is huge. If they just go for a third Garchomp, we have our prizes mapped out here. They're most likely just going to retreat into the fresh one, though. That'll be bad. But they definitely made a mistake by not retreating and taking a knockout with the Spiritomb. Because, like, yes, you can draw cards, but you know how else you can draw cards in the Pokemon trading card game? Taking prizes. You know what's better than doing that? Just taking prizes. All right, so they got the Spiritomb. That's fine. Till it gets the fight milk in the Mega Evolution set. And, like, I have to put the Fezandipiti into play because, as I talked about in the intro of the YouTube video that you haven't seen yet if you're watching this on stream, the deck just kind of runs out of steam after a little bit. Hey, we got a Giovanni, which is the one card we don't need right now. Thank you. I mean, I'll take it, but my Fezandipiti is about to get... Oh, we don't have... See? Remember when I said you don't draw energy with this deck? Remember that? Remember when I said you just don't get energy with this deck? Remember that? It does 10 damage for each damage counter on your bench Cynthia's Pokemon. So it just does huge damage if you have 2 damage Garchomp. Yay. Monkey is just better than Roserade. The thing is, you have to attach to Garchomp pretty much every... Like, you have to use your manual attachment on your Garchomp or on... Didn't I play them earlier? On your Garchomp or on your Spiritomb. So unless you're playing Crispin, then it's a little crazy. Yeah, I don't have any Area 0 builds. I'll probably do like an Area 0 Spidops build. Seems like a safe bet. Just like Area 0 Spidops. Go from there. But yeah, I think Monkey Dory is obviously... Oh, no. Uh-oh. If I win this one, you got to call me the greatest PTCGL player in history. And play Crispin instead of a tool. But the thing with Rose, yeah, I mean, I see where you're coming from. It's just, I always worry about the energy with Monkey Dory. And, you know, you can play the Garchomp with the Frostlass build, and that's really good. So, like, there's definitely situations where it works. Oh, crap. Oh, goody. Just what I wanted. Okay, we know how to win this matchup. The unfortunate problem is that we started the Clefairy. But I know how to win this matchup, and it involves not doing what I'm probably going to end up having to do. Okay, so we go Team Rocket's Factory. I might have to Giovanni next turn, which is... Oh, we actually can't use Giovanni next turn. That's cool. Loving that. Because you have to have an active Team Rocket's Pokemon. This is the risk. This is the risk you take with every heart you break. All right, so I think I'm just going to go end turn. Yeah. And Jetty, I am the greatest. So what I can do is I can hard retreat the Clefairy. They're just raw dogging an Ethan's Adventure out here. I can hard retreat the Clefairy, use the Giovanni, and maybe make so. Oh, they're using the default free deck. And Dr. Pelipper, yeah, it just requires too much. You know, all of the Team Rocket supporters, except for like Petrol and the stadiums, are amazing, but they don't help Mewtwo. None of the supporters put energy in the discard pile to build up your Spidops, which, did they just, hey, that's the one card I actually needed. Believe it or not, that was the one card I needed. Okay, so how do we do this? I have to go, okay, don't screw this up, Pilot. The world is watching. I mean, we aren't going to be knocking out the Cyndaquil, which is really bad for us. Okay, so we go retreat, Giovanni, a ho-ho. Oh, I blue skied this, where it's the opposite of Guzma, where Guzma is you bring up your opponent's bench Pokemon first, and then you switch. This one, it's you switch first, then bring up your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's backwards of Guzma, and anyone who played PDCGO is gonna mess that up every single... What the hell? All right, well, looks like we just go... I mean, I can get rid of an Energy Switch probably, right? We can probably just get rid of the Energy Switch, probably can just get rid of. We don't need it as much. So we go Spidops, surprised a bunch of Spidops, that's cool. And then we hit the Ho-Ho. That's fine. They probably can't retreat it. So actually, let's put the Psychic on you. And then, yep, that goes there. Play with my balls. Wait, did I say because the Pokemon sucks? And you said I didn't know they made a Pokemon based off of I Am Legend's mom. Oh, yeah, you can put a new coat of paint on PDCGL with the new game board, but it's still PDCGL. Look at that discard pile. But you're seeing everything wrong with Mewtwo kind of in this one game. So I'm going to keep this in the YouTube video regardless of whether I win or lose. Oh, because it gives a golden shower? I don't know. But you're seeing all the issues, is that if you don't get your supporters, then you're screwed because there's no supplemental draw unless you jam in a Fezandipiti or a Clefairy, which is suboptimal because then that just makes Giovanni worse. It just makes everything worse. But we are facing the default free deck that every player who plays PDCGL before July 17th when Black Bolt and White Flare come out, this is the default free deck. So if we lose, then you know that Mewtwo is cooked. And it is definitely cooked. I mean, but how can a 280 hit point basic be bad? Well, this is how. Read the text, read the card. Okay, well, we're gonna win now, which is nice. Wait, what? Oh, I thought that was a Spidops. I was like, why can't I evolve my Tarountula? All right. Oh, and I was about to misclick here. Because notice how somebody's not glowing, but I can use their ability. Yeah, they definitely don't know how to fix that. You're like, they don't know how to fix the card select glitch from the deck, which I experienced today. They've introduced, I'm assuming this is a feature where your bench gets rearranged. There's Archer. That's really good if they take a knockout, which they're not going to do. Yeah, not being able to KO two prizers. I think this is just going to get worse over time. because we're going to be in the Mega Evolution era in September, and 280, that's not going to knock out anything, right? Like, you'll have to play it with Maximum Belt, which makes it do 330, so then you'll probably be able to knock out basic 3-prize Mega Evolutions. Again, we're assuming. We haven't seen any basic 3-prize evolutions, but we know that Mega Diance's coming out. So unless they do something really weird... Uh-oh. Are they seriously about to do 280? Do they seriously... Oh my... We're about to get destroyed here. And you want to know what else is crazy? Because I started the Clefairy, Spidops can't do 180. This is... This could not be worse. This could not be going worse. This could not be going worse. Okay. Yeah, this is why this deserves to be in the YouTube video, because this is not a good deck. Okay, so let's go. I think we burn the Poffin. Yeah, we don't need this guy. We have to put the Mewtwo down. I go... Do I even Night Stretch? Because we don't have a Spidops in there. I don't want the energy, so I guess we just Archer. And, you know, I could have put the Fezandipiti down, but then it's like I would have had two things that I don't want in play. All right, Team Rocket's Factory, we're counting on you. Give me an energy. That's okay. Well, we can attack this turn. Are you ready for this spicy combo? Perk up your ear holes for this one's my babies. Wait, didn't I already do the thing with this guy? I think I already did the thing with that guy. So why'd I do that? I don't know. I'm an idiot. Oh, I didn't charge. I thought I charged up because the card wasn't glowing. I hate this game so much. I hate this game. Oh god, the card wasn't glowing again. So I was like, oh, I must have already used it because it has an energy on it. But no, I used that last turn. Okay, it's not going in the YouTube video. I changed my mind. We're not doing it in the... This is not going in the YouTube video. Yeah, that's a big oopsie. But we can still win. They have a 0-card hand. We're still going to win. It's going to be fine. This was all part of my plan. That's what you don't understand. This was all part of my long-term plan. Because what are they going to do? I knocked out the Typhlosion. They can't win. Oh, God. Oh, that's a Max Rod. No, we got this. We got this. Everything is about to change. Everything's going to change now, isn't it? Throat Lotion 666? Is that I Am Legend's mom's alt? Oh, man. Okay, so they can take knockouts with Micardo. They can take knockouts with Typhlosion. They are attaching to the... Okay. This makes life much more interesting. Okay, so I think I just have to take a knockout here with Mewtwo. But do I even... Oh, man, okay, so... I think I'm using Giovanni this turn. And that'll be tomorrow, Jaw. So how badly do I want... I think I want to knock out the Typhlosion if I can. But there's no actual guarantee that I can. But we're going to try to make it happen. We're going to do everything we can. Okay, and then we get the freaking counter catcher. Literally the freaking counter catcher. God. Why do you do this to me? I'm a good person. I don't deserve this. All right, so we go Counter Gain on you. I play with my balls. Always a good thing to do that. We go get the Fezandipiti. Oh my god, we literally cannot attack with Spidops anymore. We literally cannot attack with the Spidops the rest of the game. All right, here we go. And then we go... I guess I Fezandipiti first. That did nothing. We got a Team Rocket's Factory now. We got a Team Rocket's Factory. Oh, God, I hate that. Why? Why couldn't you just keep the same wording as Guzma? Okay, then we draw 2. I mean, I just kind of lose the game if I... Yeah, I kind of lose the game if I don't thin the deck by 1 more card. So let's go get... Sure, let's get that guy. Oh my god! Why does this deck suck so much? Okay, then we just go counter... We have to counter catcher up the ho-ho. Why do you suck? This is just embarrassing. I was like, there's no way we lose this now. We prize 2 Spidops. We have 3 Rockets energy somewhere. We're down our energy switch, which is not great. And I have a freaking counter gain on the Mewtwo, and I don't want that. They both suck balls. All right. Well, we got a Team Rockets factory, which we don't need. So I guess we just get rid of these guys. And then, yeah, we just Ariana up to 5. Okay, we actually got some things, finally. Okay, we got 2 energy. And then, yeah, I guess we just Transceiver out the Ariana. No, I would rather be getting Itchy Pollen here. Okay, we're also out of Gust cards, which is super cool. What? Wait, do we seriously not have the cards that we need right now? We... Oh my god, there's literally 3 Team Rockets energy, and we do have an energy switch. Of course. This is embarrassing. This is an embarrassment to Pokemon cards. End turn. All right, so we have to make sure we don't deck out. That is where we're at right now, is that we're actually in danger of decking out. But I can theoretically win this game. Actually, I can very easily win this game. Oh, not with that top deck. Okay, so we go... It needs double Psychic, so of course that's not going to work. All right, so we go Rescue Board on you. Wait, Rescue Board on you. I'm going to need a counter catcher, but I don't think I have another Gust card. I hope I have another Gust card. All right, so let's just do this. I'm going to probably need to get a Mewtwo. Okay. Well, we're going to have to get my other Mewtwo and then charm it if we want to have any chance of winning. Okay, so we're going to knock out the dude. The Defiance Band, I don't know if that's going to come into play. We just go... The fact that I have to get rid of 2 energy is crazy here. All right, so we get rid of that and that. We're going to run this one back. Hopefully I don't get 2 Spidops off the prizes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Don't give me 2 Spidops. Whatever else I need, I did not need any of those. So we do lose the game, I believe. Unless there's another Night Stretcher. I don't know if there's another Night Stretcher. We have an energy switch. I need a Night Stretcher. They got the Fezandipiti, but I'm going to put them down to 3. So they're just in a situation where if they load up a Magcargo with 5 energy, so if you don't know what Magcargo does, it's 70 times. So if they put 5 energy on a Magcargo, they win the game, which is bad. And just the Clefairy start is really bad, but like you have to play Clefairy if you want to have a chancey. Okay, here we go. We're definitely gonna win this one this time. I guarantee a victory right now. There's no way we lose as long as we can get a Mewtwo. As long as there's a Mewtwo in the deck, we got this. All right, so what's the least important things here? We need the energy switch. We don't need the Defiance Band, and we don't need the basic energy. So we don't need you, or you. Please tell me there's good cards in the deck. There's a Team Rockets factory and a Team Rockets energy. Okay, well, turns out we did need the Defiance Band, but then they would have just knocked us out anyways. So, I mean, I can take the knockout with the No, I could have taken the knock. Sorry, I could have taken the knockout with Clefairy. God, this deck sucks. Yeah, this is not a good deck. I'm going to put this in the YouTube video just to show you how disappointing this is. I think I prized like a counter catcher or something, but just you have to put a Clefairy or a Fezandipiti to try and shore up your matchups and your card draw situations. But then if you start it, you're screwed. We're going to rebound, okay? Pretend like I'm, oh God, who's a good basketball player that's good at rebounding? Victor Wembanyama. I'm Victor Wembanyama. I'm assuming just because he's tall. I'm assuming he's tall. He gets lots of rebounds. We're going to rebound. We're going to win the rest of the stream. Okay, so we'll play one more with the Clefairy build. And just hope, I guess. Because we're on quite the losing streak. Aren't all basketball players tall? Ask Steve Nash. And E-Rich, you're not even subbed. Why would I do anything for you? Okay, well, I've gone first every game, and that's been bad. Steve Nash, the greatest basketball player in Canadian history. But yeah, tomorrow will be Huntail Gorobus. Of course, I've been seeing... Ooh, hello. I've been seeing a very low number of whatchamacallits. I haven't seen any Monkey Dory. So, of course, when I play my Huntail Gorobus deck tomorrow, we're going to see all of the Monkey Dory. And FM Boss? Yeah, right now it's just Typhlosion. And then as soon as we move away from Clefairy, it'll be just everything else. It'll be Dragapult and Raging Bolt. Well, Raging Bolt is out of range, which is hilarious. Raging Bolt is out of range if they put on an Ancient Booster. Kind of feels, I'm playing through the matchup in my head. Our Chaladon seems horrible. And this is, even if we survive the first turn, our Chaladon seems horrible. They should probably have 4 Venture Bomb if they're going for the Daunt strategy. Oh, okay. So they just tweeted out a code for free stuff. All right. So Destined Rivals 25. Destined Rivals 25. So I will pin that and manually unpin. So yeah, just redeem that code in PTCGL. You'll get the drops. No, sorry. It's Team Rocket's Meowth and a Roserade. It seems... God. Our Chaladon seems like an absolutely horrible matchup, doesn't it? You know, press 1 if you agree that our Chaladon seems like a horrible matchup for Mewtwo. But then you ask yourself, what's a good matchup for Mewtwo? Other than Dragon decks? Okay, well, looks like we're just going to have to put everybody in play because we need to thin the deck. And we prized a Tarountula. And would you look at that? No more energy. Again, this deck does not draw. This deck is allergic to drawing energy or getting it in the discard pile. So it's like, if you want to change the list, you have to go like 6 energy instead of 5, maybe 3 Earthen Vessel. You got to have a ton of support. There's just so much that this needs where Raging Bolt is just like, oh, I can do 420 damage turn 1. What can you do turn 1? I can pass. Yeah, Clan Burglar, we're going to have to use Defiance Band to KO in our Chaladon. But our Chaladon, I believe, can KO a Mewtwo with Binding Mochi and Perilous Jungle, because that's 220 plus 6, so that's 280. So I have to use both Defiance Band and Bravery Charm to deal with our Chaladon. One to take the KO, one to get my balls from getting tickled here. And that's just not fun. But man, Mewtwo, it is... I'm not going to call it the bust of the century, because we did have Reshiram and Zekrom GX, which was probably the bust of the century, where it was very similar to Team Rocket's Mewtwo, which is why I was like, yeah, this card's not going to be good, because it's basically just Reshiram and Zekrom GX. Okay, cool. Have they already used a supporter? They have not. Luckily, they don't really have a good target. I mean, what, you can knock out one of my Tarountula? Yeah, like you can knock out one of my Tarountula? Cool. Awesome. I don't think you really care about that. All right, so we have to get a KO here, and then I think we just win. So the key for Mewtwo to win a game of Pokemon cards is they just don't do anything. All right. So I think I burn the Transceiver to draw an extra card. I can't use the Vessel because we're gonna have to use the Vessel to get this. Okay, this is really strong. This is actually really, really good. This is exactly what we needed. So this is the only way that Mewtwo can win, but I don't have a Team Rocket's energy. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that there's a certain card missing from this equation? Okay, I think I Team Rocket's Factory first in case I have to Ultra Ball for a Fezandipiti. I mean, I don't think there's... Is there a correct order? I think there is a correct order of operations, and I just go for it. Right? So we just go... Secret Box away. 1, 2, 3... Oh, God. 3. We gotta go play with the balls. We gotta get the Factory. Yeah. And then the supporter. Sure, let's get... Probably Giovanni. Actually, no, I probably just want to get rid of Giovanni. All right, and then we get... Oh, God, no, I gotta do the thing. I have to do the thing. I can't not do the thing. I have to go get the Fezandipiti prematurely because it thins one more card out of the deck. And it doesn't matter how many Team Rocket's energy you have in the deck. You're never going to find them. There we go. I told you we'd find them. Okay. Oh, no, we don't have enough. Are you freaking... We're still short. We're still short because... Oh, my God. This deck is terrible. Oh, my God. Saved by the bell right there. We wouldn't have had it if we needed... Oh, my God. Okay, imagine we were playing Raging Bolt right now, okay? Imagine this is Raging Bolt. These Spidops would be single prizers. So, sorry, these Spidops would be basics. And we would just... Oh my God, this thing. They would be basics, and we would draw cards every time we attach to them. And it would just be a basic heavy deck. We wouldn't have to worry about, oh no, I started my Fezandipiti, I can't drop to 8 with Ariana, or I started my Fezandipiti, I can't Giovanni. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to have hope that Mewtwo was good. And don't get me wrong, we're probably going to win this game. If Raging Bolt didn't exist, I don't think anyone would be saying, oh, this card is just bad. It's like, oh yeah, it's good, but it takes a little bit too much. I think it's just bad in a Raging Bolt. Did I just say it? I don't think it's not good. Okay, Raging Bolt, there's no reason to play Mewtwo over Raging Bolt. I cannot think of a single reason. The supporter spread is great, sure. But Raging Bolt can play Squawkabilly and Fezandipiti and Teal Mask Ogerpon, and it requires less space in your deck. And E-Rich, thank you. So, like, I know people always comment on my videos, like, wow, an hour of great gameplay, but complaining about PDCGL in the deck. Yeah, it can also one-shot anything. Bolt is better due to support. Exactly. You know, it's like, I'm complaining because it's like, do you want me to lie to you? Right? I can lie to you and say that, oh no, Mewtwo is great. You should definitely play it. And PDCGL has 0 issues. You don't have to... Why? You don't have to worry about, you know, decking out if you're playing Cynthia's Garchomp. They would never do that. They would never let a Stevens Metagross attach to any Pokemon. That would be crazy. The dev definitely knows what they're doing. All right, so I will tweet out the code. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you redeem the code Destined Rivals 25, I'll post it in chat so it'll pop up on screen. Did they just itchy balls me? That's not very nice. So just Destined Rivals 25, you get a secret illustration rare, Team Rocket's Meowth, and a Rose Raid. And yeah, we just take our pick of the litter here. Oh, we got a... Wait, what? Oh, cool. Okay, so Giovanni, let's knock out... I mean, I think I just knock out the Fezandipiti, right? Because we can't... Oh, God, I hate... Why are you the opposite of Guzma? Whoever created Team Rocket's Giovanni, I hate you. Hate is a strong word, which is why it works in this situation. Why? Why did you reverse it? Why would you reverse the wording from a card that everyone played like 2 of or 3 of or 4 of in every deck for 3 years? So it's instead of switch your opponent, oh my God, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and then switch yours. It's switch your active first, then theirs. I'm gonna mess that up for probably months. Never gonna let me down. Lies. I would never wear socks. So yes, just type in Destined Rivals 25 and it'll be fine. But of course, I'm gonna have to be a party pooper pilot. That's the name I gave myself. It's nice that they're giving us all these free secret illustration rare cards. And Clan Burglar, oh, I'll play other Team Rocket's decks. There's better Team Rocket's decks than Mewtwo. Anya, don't be mean, Anya, okay? I tweeted about this that I'm not one of the lucky 5 to not get the Twitch drops, okay? But you can just type in Destined Rivals 25 to get free cards. That's drops, right? But thanks for rubbing it in, Anya. What am I, the Ice King, and you just rubbed in your blade deep in... You penetrated me deep with your blade? Yeah, Party Pooper Pilot. So they're giving us all these secret illustration rare cards for free. But they're only doing this because they took away crafting of overnumbered cards. So it's like, yeah, oh, it's really cool they're giving us this free stuff. Yeah, but they're doing that because they took away crafting overnumbered cards. So... That's like punching you in the balls and then getting you an ice pack afterwards. You still punch me in the balls. That doesn't erase that you punched me in the balls. It just means you're, you know, helping to fix what you did. Thank you for spamming in the chat. Yeah, I'd appreciate you. Yeah, you'd appreciate the ice pack because your balls are so sore, but it doesn't change the fact that, you know, if they hadn't done what they did, you wouldn't have been punched in the balls. So you're seeing where I'm going with this. It's that my balls are as smooth as my feet. All right, so let's redeem that code. Uh-oh. All right, so Destined Rivals 25. Redeem this code on PDCGL for a free SIR. All right, so shop, redeem, and the newsletter also went out today. So if you haven't claimed your newsletter code, it's 3 packs plus a SIR Mewtwo, which again is nice, but again, they're only doing this because they took something away from us. All right, so let's go for the Murkrow build. You know, it's like there's a little bit of spice with Murkrow. You know, it's a decent. I was trying to make a decent joke. It's a decent attacker early, especially with Torment. But like that's about it. Hang on. Delicious Taint. Okay, all right. Who did that? Great analogy. Thank you. Yeah, the newsletter code. If you're signed up for the newsletters, just go to my channel. I don't know why I don't have a command for it. I think it's in the guide, though. It's definitely in the guide how you just sign up for the newsletter. Okay, not the worst starter. Remember that the reason... just remember, because I got to be a Debbie Downer. Just remember that the reason they're giving us all these free hyper rare cards is because of the 6 months crafting ban on overnumbered cards. Just remember that their niceties are badities. This seems like a pretty good start. We have the Ariana Grande. We have basically everything we need to get going. And we do have the Mimikyu, which is really, really good. But Mewtwo's weak to darkness, so if they just get a Zard, we're not doing great. You know, the problem with this deck is that you can't really do anything if you start a Mewtwo. You just kind of gotta believe in the heart of the cards. All right, so what do we got here? We have 4 Spidops. We're facing a Zard deck, so do I just go for 4 Spidops and prioritize putting energy in the bin? Seems like a plan. All right, and then... yeah, I don't think I want to play with my balls too much. Do we even need the Defiance Band? Maybe we do. All right, so I'm just going to Ariana for 5. God, that's a great supporter. There we go. That's why I didn't want to not do that. Okay, so let's go attach to you. Ultra Ball away these 2. I can put the Articuno down. Does the Articuno matter in this matchup? I'm not actually sure. And this is me kind of baiting them into an Ino because we don't really have a playable hand. Right? If they knock out my Mewtwo, then sure, that's pretty good because then we can Spidops and do some things. But this is the problem with Mewtwo. It's like, what am I going to do next turn other than nothing, right? We start a Mewtwo. I have the Giovanni. I could, you could have said, oh, well, why did you play the way you played? Why didn't you save that energy and put it on the Tarountula? It's because I want to be able to attack with Mewtwo because we don't know what's going to happen. And yes, in retrospect, I should have attached to the Tarountula and just gone for the Giovanni. But see, you got to bait out the Ino. That's why I overloaded my hand with Spidops, because you got to masterfully bait them. Okay, well, of course, the supporter we get is our Ino. Of course. All right. And for those of you wondering, I did get some questions. Team Rocket's Articuno does not stop your balls from becoming itchy because the effect of itchy pollen is on you, not your Pokemon. And see, look at how smart I am. Look at how smart Trust Your Pilot is. Oh, we should put that energy on there. Wouldn't that be a good idea? Oh, why, yes, Pilot, that would be a good idea, mate. Oh, mate, that's a great idea, mate. Oh, you're so handsome, mate. Oh, mate, your lips are so smooth, mate. They're like your feet, mate. Okay, so I don't think we need to jam their Wang. Let's just get the Mimikyu out there for free retreat. And then I guess I put the factory into play, even though we're not doing the thing. And Nick, no, it's just Mewtwo all day. But don't worry, I will whack off at the end of stream. And oh, you will watch. You will watch me whack off like you've never seen someone whack off before. Why? So I don't know why it's been happening all day today. But the Spidops does not glow. What deck is it tomorrow? Barring any changes, because I haven't tested it yet, it'll be Huntail Gorobus. No, there's 48 days until Black Bolt and White Flare, okay? I know it's not a long time, but it's still 48 days. I'm going to stream for about 30 of them. So pace yourselves. Like I told you yesterday, you don't want to blow your load all at once. You got to pace yourself. So to talk about people saying like, oh, I've never experienced an issue in PDCGL. The Spidops not glowing when I could use its ability, that is an issue because the card should glow. And they did say in the patch notes like 2 years ago that they fixed it, and then now it's not. And then I think it's on purpose where your bench rearranges itself now, which is very weird. That they introduced this recently where your bench just kind of rearranges itself for no damn reason. Just, you know, just because it can. It's like, hey, why does... Hey, PDCGL dev, why does my bench rearrange itself? I don't know. We deleted an X instead of a Y? I don't know. Is that the joke you're going to make tomorrow? Is you make my Gora Bussy so wet? That's gross, Clamburglar. And I'm sure you'll pin that and be like, oh, I'm so funny. That Charmeleon actually looks pretty sick with the new holo pattern. You know, it's like, I'd say the majority of cards got an upgrade when it came to the new holo pattern. I just, you know, it's going to take me a little bit longer to get used to the fact that Terras are horizontal with their holo effect, and then the regular EXs are diagonal now. Yeah, I'll play Arbok, I'll play Spidops, I'm sure I'll play an Area 0 Spidops deck. I'll play Weezing, Huntail Gorobis, there's Crobat, so many things. I will play all of the things. I will play with all of your things. Okay, so is this an Ariana Grande turn? Or, yeah, I think this is an Ariana Grande turn. That Ino is looking pretty dumb, isn't it? That Ino is looking pretty stupid in this list. All right, so let's go and get Professor Proton. Yeah, it's like, I understand why you have Ino in addition to Archer, because Ino doesn't require them to have taken a knockout. But no, I say nay. I do not approve. All right, so we draw 5. Ariana, such an amazing, one of the best supporters they've ever printed, to be honest. Can Trust Your Pilot get the goated, the fabled energy? No. Trust Your Pilot can never find any energy. It is impossible to find energy. All right, so I think we just go Defiance Band on this guy. Fun fact, I can copy Charizard EX at the end of this game and do 330 once they have a single prize card left. I think I have to put the Zapdos into play. I didn't want to, but if they, you know, if they Ino me down to 3 and then I just have a dead hand, then I would come up short of a KO because we'll be tied on prizes. I would be short of a KO on a Zard. They might just use a Fire Blast here, which is kind of funny. And FM Boss, that is gross. This is Family Friendly Friday. You're being gross, okay? The YouTube audience expects more from me. You know, the Twitch audience, those, you're lost, okay? 46% of you are from America. There goes all my good cards. So I know you're a lost cause, but the YouTube audience, it's much more spread out around the world. They're like cheeks. They're spread wide open around the world, okay? You remember that first Typhlosion game in this YouTube video? That was a big highlight of everything that can go wrong. Like, I know I did misplay a tiny bit, but this is showing you what I talked about in the opener. If you just get Ionode into a dead hand, okay, well, now they're just letting me win because the Pidgeot doesn't knock out the Spidops, which is hilarious. Why is that Electric Chicken in the deck? Jamming Wang. So you can jam their Wang, and it just, if they aren't playing enough energy, you can really screw them up, or you can, you know, you can knock out a Badoo with it as well. So this and Murkrow can one-shot a Badoo. And Quilladin, the, I think, consensus worst card ever, worst starter ever. All right, we have to go get rid of the Bravery Charm. And then, I don't think I have anything else left. We just have to get a Spidops. Yeah, we just gotta get a Spidops. But yeah, they both do 30 damage for a Team Rocket's energy. It's not ideal, but it does exist. And then I think we have an energy. We do. And see, this one's lit up like a Christmas tree. And yeah, unfortunately, we're not taking a knockout, but we do have a turn to mess around because I don't think they're playing Briar. When's the last time you saw a Briar in a Zard deck? So we're okay, but like we were going to win this game, right? We were 100% going to win this game, and then we got Ionode, and everything fell apart. Because if you put a Fezandipiti in the deck and you start Fezandipiti, or you just have Fezandipiti in play, that hurts Spidops' attack power. So it goes from 180 to 150. And then Ariana draws 3 less. If they put your Fezandipiti in the active, Giovanni is useless. And get wrecked. Yeah, I think I should have done that, but I was too focused. Okay, we're gonna say that I was just too focused on what was happening here. And trolling Lord, I know you're asking because I just explained it. Oh, see, who needs to play well? Who said I need to play well to succeed in life? You just top deck your receivers. Easy. How the hell are we gonna win this one? Okay. No, we can't put the Mewtwo into play. We can never put the Mewtwo into play. That would be stupid. And then, yeah, we'll go Earthen Vessel away this. See? I mean, we did have them, but I'm going to pretend like we didn't. All right, and then... what's the correct play here? Hang on, we have to go Night Stretcher for Tarountula. And then Jamming Wing, you may move an energy. No. Preserve energy? No. I can't take a knockout with the Zapdos on anybody meaningful. I have to knock out the Zard. I think we charge up. Yeah, Spidops is the best one. But the question is, do I attack with the Mimikyu or do I just take down? I think I just attach to the Tarountula and just take down. Yeah, we're just going to attach to you and just retreat and use takedown. And then what do I do? Okay, so if I go... I mean, they're going to Iono me. That's the problem. It's like I have to... I would have to play like every card in my hand just to make me Iono proof. But it's like, I'm going to get Iono to 1 and hope I get the Transceiver or something. And the odds of that happening are so low, and there's very little recovery in this deck because you have to put in, you know, Energy Switch and Counter Gain and... oh, God. You know, like, I'm not saying the Zapdos is a great card, but it's just... It gives you more possibilities. Right? Being able to move an energy from your opponent's active, that could be really good against like a Dragapult deck, even though you want to like one-shot them. FM Boss, 1 in 22 chance. I like those odds. That's a good sign. Are they out of rare candy? They haven't even... okay, so... the counter catcher is useless. I should have gotten rid of that. This is the issue, is you can't play like a Fezandipiti. The deck, the whole archetype needs a Fezandipiti or something, right? Like, or Team Rocket's Babarrel or something. You know, I would say that, like Zoroark. Remember how Zoroark is like one good card away from being an actual good deck and not a fake good deck? And Walking Plane, you play Porygon all day. I'm excited for that one, even though I know it'll break my balls. But yeah, Ariana's so good. Do they have an unfair stamp or what's their ace? Oh, they have maximum belt. Oh, so we win. But like, I know I hate being so negative. I enjoy playing decks like Typhlosion where things work and you win and you can just go autopilot most of the time. And Icy Red, the first list played Clefairy and Fezandipiti, but we experienced the good and the bad those provide. There's a lot of bad they provide. Oh, this is going to be great. See, you're probably wondering, why the hell's the Mimikyu in the deck? And Quilladin? Exactly. Exactly, Quilladin. What's the purpose? Exactly. What is the purpose of not allowing us to craft overnumbered cards? Exactly. There is no purpose. They just hate us. They want us to wait 6 months to craft cards. Yeah, that's the smart play, obviously. But... they don't know that this is the secret best card in the deck. Oh, so good. What's that? You wanna do 330? You wanna KO a fresh Zard? Easy. That is why the Mimikyu is in the deck. You know, that's why everyone said this is the best card to play in a pre-release. You know, the Mimikyu is the best. Yeah, Blood Moon Mimikyu. You know, Mimikyu, the best card in a pre-release. There's no way that they would give us a pre-release promo that doesn't do anything. So notice how this is a Mewtwo deck, but Spidops was the MVP and Mimikyu took the final KO. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that when I play a Spidops Team Rockets deck, that'll be better. Like, Mewtwo is very much a C tier, maybe bordering on B tier deck. It's just that Raging Bolt is an A+ or S tier deck, and Mewtwo is just that, but worse, unfortunately. So this was Murkrow, right? What is their name? Allison Drewski? Allison Drewski? Charizard EX. So I guess I just type in Charizard. Okay, so that was the Murkrow build. We'll try it one more time. All right, so let's try and go first if we can, because I believe in the Proton. I believe in Proton. And would knocking out Mimikyu be better for them? Probably, but remember, this is the second day of the new set. They probably haven't faced Mewtwo that often. It's the things you'll learn as time goes on. And it's like it's not the fact like, oh, I really care about not being able to craft full art cards. I don't care about being able to craft full art cards. I never use full art cards. It's the fact that they took it away from us. They have taken away more features from us than they've added. Oh yeah, I did do a typo. I'll delete the tweet. I accidentally put Mewtwo instead of Meowth. So that's a typo. This is why I'm all aboard the going first train with this deck, because you can just go play Professor Proton. Like, that's never a bad thing. The only bad thing is when you just don't have any energy. Okay, so I see a Fezandipiti. I don't know what we're facing. I don't feel good about this, but I'll go for the Mewtwo, okay? I don't feel good about this, but we will put the Mewtwo down. And then I guess I should have Team Rocket's Factoried first. I would very much like an energy. Okay. Ask and ye shall never receive. All right, let's Earthen Vessel away this guy. Double Grass. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate my hand. I will have to use the Transceiver this turn, though. So we go Transceiver, we get the Ariana, easy clap. We have no more Archer, that's fine. And this is another problem with Mewtwo, is I don't know if Defiance Band or Bravery Charm is the correct tool. So I'm kind of stuck here in limbo, which was a great game for Xbox 360. What do I think the strongest deck right now is? I think just across the board, it's Dragapult. What the hell? But, you know, Gardevoir is also insane. What is this? Like, if I just saw the Crustle, I'd be like, oh, there's a Crustle deck. But there's the Aerodactyl. They got a Cleffa. Is this Slowking? You think Grimmsnarl's number one? Neutralization Zone. I got a neutralization bone to pick with you. You're thinking Grimmsnarl? Yeah, Grimmsnarl is also really strong. But I feel like Dragapult's just really, really good. And FM Boss, we all thought it would be game over. Okay, so I can Torment and take the KO, but it's turn 2. I still have no idea what we're facing. crap. Okay, so let's go. I mean, I feel like the Defiance Band might end up being more important here than anything else. So let's get rid of these two. Well, I think they wanted to put it into play just to draw more cards. I think their thought process was, well, I can either clutch the neutralization zone and get one less card, or just put it into play and be like, well, you know, I'm either going to get it or I'm not. All right, here we go. Torment. Easy. We go Torment for KO. I Team Rocket Spidops. Yeah, Lucas, I never find the basic energy. I think whatever they're planning on doing, I feel like having an Articuno in play is correct. Whatever their strategy is over there, I feel like having an Articuno in play. Okay, thank you. True, true. My issue with Grimmsnarl, obviously, is that if you just get Ionode into a bad hand, there's not really much recovering from that. But it's so powerful that if you get one Grimmsnarl into play, you're pretty much good to... Okay, so it's just a Crustal deck. Then what the hell's the Aerodactyl doing in there? But yeah, I've been playing Grimmsnarl, and it's just, you know, it struggles. You know, there's a little bit of struggles. So they have an Aerodactyl. Your Crustal list might be a little bit too busy. I don't know if you need the Aerodactyl, right? Monkey Dory, 100%. I don't know if you need the Aerodactyl. And like, what's the point of the neutralization zone if you're playing your Crustal deck? Okay. So how the hell do we do this? Okay, let's play with our secret box. I get rid of you, and probably you. And then we want the Team Rockets Factory, the Defiance Band, the Ariana Grande, and then the Earthen Vessel. Wait, do we even have any energy left? We have one. Okay, then we go Defiance Band on you. We bump the Stadium. So, how many energy we got in there? We got 2. All right, so we go Spidops, charging up. And then, honestly, I think I just go Ariana for 4 and hope for a Team Rockets energy. Crap. I think I just, crap. All right, that's bad. We're going to get you out of the deck. So I can't knock out the Fezandipiti. Oh, we can draw 2 more cards. Hey, get out of here, Fezandipiti. I know I'm losing a Team Rockets energy, but I am taking 2 prizes. So that behooves me greatly. All right, and this is the reason why I kept... Oh, hang on. I'm amazing. How amazing is Trust Your Pilot? On a scale of 1 to 10, how amazing would you say I am? A 10? Yes, I agree. So they can't win. Well, actually they can because they have Monkey Dory. But if they didn't have Monkey Dory, we could just torment their Crustal for 100 turns and win the game. Thank you, Shiny Ray, for being the only one who spoke the truth. Because Crustal only has a single attack, and I could just torment them forever. I don't think this is going to go on YouTube. I don't think this... Okay, they got the Ruffian. And if you're wondering why it didn't discard a tool, it has to be on the same Pokemon. I don't know why they specified it has to be on a single Pokemon. That's just weird to me. All right, well, let's... I guess we just start hunting. We just go finding Dory. Seems like a strat. Yeah, we just... Oh, God. Every time. It's going to happen I'm guaranteeing you right now it's going to happen every single time. I wish I could say that it's not, that I'm not going to screw that up every time. I am going to screw that up every time. And Mark, well, it's called Stockholm Syndrome. Or, you know, they probably have to invent a new term for what's wrong with me. All right, I mean, this won't be going on YouTube because I'm just too good. Okay, no, you... I had that comment pinned for a reason, Clam Burglar. Because you can... What's the... Oh my god, Jetty. Every Team Rockets deck has an Articuno, okay? This is not some crazy inclusion that Trust Your Pilot cooked up. Every Team Rockets deck has an Articuno. Okay, it is there for Dragapult and any other effects, but mostly Dragapult. Because it prevents all effects of attacks done to your basic Team Rockets Pokemon. I hate all of you. All of you. Damn you all to hell. Alright, well, let's... I mean, I think what I do is I think I Proton here. I gotta weigh the cons and the protons. You like that one? Gotta weigh the pros and the okay. And then we Ultra Ball away the Poffin and the Mewtwo. I don't think there was anything left. Oh, there was. There was a Spidops. Okay, so we just want the Team Rockets energy. I don't want to risk thinning anything out because I don't need the Team Rockets energy. I'd just like to have it. All right, so that pretty sure that's GG, right? Because we just win. And Walking Plane, very excited for Tools Crapper to come back. I can't wait to crap on some tools. Yeah, tools, it's just... I think it's a little too powerful, right? It's a little bit too powerful just to have Tool Scrapper back. It should be like... It should be like a neutered field blower, like discard a Stadium in play, or discard a tool, or discard a special energy. But then it's like Enhanced Hammer wouldn't exist. Okay, what is your plan? What is your long-term plan with this deck? I am so confused. Like there has to be a missing piece here. Okay, well that's GG. Okay, I'm gonna do this, okay? We're gonna do this properly. We promote first. I didn't screw that one up, did I? There's gotta be something we're missing with their deck. And FM Boss, no, the Garbodor is literally useless. And Jose, I am saying that Meloetta is horrible. I am on the Meloetta is horrible train. You're gonna hear my rant about it in the video, but Meloetta is bad. And yeah, I'll claim all these eventually. we'll claim it all eventually. All right, so let's switch over to the... I'm going to save Orbeetle for last. Let's do Sneasel. I don't think Sneasel's very good. I think Sneasel would be great in a Spidops heavy build where you just come up short of a KO because it does 20 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And a Wild Drummer. Okay, do you really want me to get into it why that's not good right now? Like, yes, you can use a turn 1 TM Evolution or a turn 1 Turbo Energize, but you still have to get a Psychic Energy on the Meloetta, so you have to get Squawkabilly, like Mew EX, you have to play TM Machine, you have to play Carmine, you have to play Buddy-Buddy, you have to do like 6 or 7 things on turn 1, and they all have to go right to be able to just TM Evolution turn 1. Okay, that's the opposite of what I wanted. So yes, you can use a Technical Machine on turn 1, but you look at something like Bombardier EX. Bombardier EX is a much better card than Meloetta. Far-fetched. But again, you need to do all of these things. There's so many things. Doesn't Farfetch have to be slapped down from hand? Okay, Trust Your Pilot has to put on his thinking cap here. I think we play with our box. We get... I don't know if we get the energy out of here, though. I think it's just getting rid of these. And then we go... Professor Proton, Earthen Vessel, Team Rocket's Factory. And... No, I think honestly, it probably has to be the Transceiver. I was like, I could go for the Earthen Vessel and do the greedy play. But that's a little too greedy here. So let's just go... It's Grimmsnarl. What does the Team Rocket's Articuno do? Nothing? Team Rocket's Articuno against their deck does nothing. We just have to basically go fast. That's our entire strategy here, is just go as fast as freaking possible and win. It's a great strategy. And then we go Transceiver for the Ariana. Yeah, it'd be a real shaman if you had to put a lot of Pokemon with abilities into play to play the game. All right, and then I think we just attach to the Sneasel and then retreat. Because the good news is that, yes, this is a terrible matchup. That's not the good news. The good news is that they're weak to grass. But my thinking is that Meloetta is not good because it's like, yes, you can use, oh my god, you can go ahead and do a turn 1 TM Evolution or a Turbo Energize, but you have to devote about 10 cards that are not part of your strategy to do that. Is it really worth it to put 10 cards into your deck that don't help out your core strategy just to maybe get a Morgrem early? Right? Like, yes, if 10 things go right turn 1, you can use Meloetta. But I don't think Meloetta is good. You know, I'm going to say it in the video. A lot of people are huffing the hopium there, where it's just, the card is not good. If I'm wrong, I will lick my toes. I mean, I do that anyways because I'm very bendy. That's why I have to go to the chiropractor every week, though. But I don't think Meloetta is good. I don't think Hydreigon EX is good. I think Haxorus is amazing if we do see a lot of basic Mega Evolutions. Haxorus is just knock out your opponent's basic Pokemon. And never gonna let me down. I stand by that. Grimmsnarl as a card is not good because it can't accelerate to anybody else. Right? It can only accelerate to Marnie's Pokemon. It's the combo that makes Grimmsnarl good. And then, yes, I know that's facetious, and I'm using that to justify because they could say, well, it's the combo that makes Meloetta good. But it's just, I've seen this play out before. Like, okay, if doing things on turn 1 is so strong, why is nobody playing Bombardier? That is all I will say. That is all I will ask is, if doing certain things on turn 1 is so good, why isn't every deck playing Bombardier? Because all you have to do is have Jet Energy and Bombardier, and you get 3 basic Pokemon on turn 1. And like, what if you go second? What does Meloetta do if you start Meloetta and you go second? You have a 200 hit point 2-prizer that does nothing. Exactly. This is why you trust your pilot. And this is why you don't play Grimmsnarl. And Nick, oh, sure, Nick. Yeah, we got Ionode, right? My hand was pretty good, so I think we used the Spike Myth to shuffle. I'm not being a jerk face. This is all part of my master plan. All right, there we go. Team Rocket's Factory. Yup. I could get rid of everything, but I don't think I want to. I think I'll take the risk that we'll just get 1 energy. Okay, well, I mean, we know we're not putting the Mewtwo down, right? And we know we're not using the Iono, so I may as well thin out a card. Okay. We'll just, I don't care what it is, just give me an energy. Thank you. Good golly. All right, and then we do that. Yeah, we'll just take the risk. It'll be fine. And you're probably wondering, why didn't I evolve my Spidops? Probably should have, but I'm too worried about Frostlass Pings just chewing away my Spidops. Right, like this is a very winnable matchup for this deck as long as my butt doesn't get chewed off. And Garchomp feeling good. The more I think about Garchomp, the better it does seem. You had a two card hand. You're not supposed to do that. Get wrecked, nerd. You just gave me the perfect hand. I may have to put this Mewtwo into play, though, and that'd be very bad. Oh, they're feeling it. They are feeling it right now. They're just slamming the Grimmsnarl down. They're just slamming cheeks all day. All right, so the Spidops is going down. They're probably going to put 30 on the Tarountula. And whichever one they hit is the one I have to evolve. Oh, this is a bit rough, but we can very easily win this matchup. The fact that Grimmsnarl is weak to grass Spidops is in a very good position. Charizard's weak to grass. Grimmsnarl's weak to grass. Garchomp is weak to grass. You know, if you play Clefairy, things are weak to that. But, like, the grass is the best one to hit a weakness for right now, I think. And they've played this badly. Maybe they just don't got it like that. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about their feelings never gonna let me down? That's what you never do. You never think about people's feelings. Okay, wait, do I just... Oh, no, we don't have a Proton, do we? Oh, God. Okay, so... The good news is that I do have a knockout on the Grimmsnarl. The bad news is we might have to put this into play. Oh, God, we're going to have to put it into play. Okay, we can play with our balls. We can play with our balls. It's always fun to play with your balls. I can't remember which is which because capturing Aroma was weird like that. Oh, cool. That's fine. Okay, I'll take that. The crappy thing here is that I will have to evolve my Spidops, and then we just kind of lose. Well, that's really bad. Who do we put into play now? Well, I think we put the one into play that doesn't just immediately... Oh, but you get knocked out by Grimmsnarl. Oh, this is a horrible matchup for this deck, isn't it? Yeah, this is bad. You cannot win this matchup unless they just like, oh yeah, I'll put 5 Grimmsnarl into play right away. Okay, good news is no Fezandipiti if they have it. Bad news is we are on a very short clock here. My clock is very small right now. I think... what should I guess I go for the Frostlass? Right? If I go for the Frostlass, that shuts off their long-term damage. Yeah, they're thinking about, like, how do I win this? Because it's very easy for them to win. The Sneasel could come up big. If they get 2 Frostlass? No, but I can't even knock anything good out. Chili Mops, if you want to be in a YouTube video, you got to start playing the game, bro. And yeah, thank you for diagnosing me. They're not here. Ow. My balls. Okay. Hey, they conceded. Yeah, that was going to go in the YouTube video, but yeah, that seems bad. That seems like a really bad matchup, especially when your dude's got 50 hit points and you can't evolve them. Yeah, if you break your leg in America and you go to the hospital, you might have to declare bankruptcy. You break your leg in Canada, the most money you have to pay is for the painkillers. You know, the parking and the painkillers, that's going to be all you have to pay. All right, so we'll play the Sneasel one again, but the Grimmsnarl matchup seems rough. Seems rough like a rock. Get it? Like a rock rough? I never thought of it that way, Mark. You've opened my eyes. Okay, the Articuno's good. They'll have no idea what we're playing if we start an Articuno. They will have no idea what's going on. Golden Go. Golden Go is a good matchup, right? Actually, yeah, we just do that. I'm pretty sure Golden Go is going to be a good matchup. It depends if it's the... Well, they're playing the 50 hit point Gimme Duel, so I think it's just the free build. Make Canada American again. They probably don't teach this in American history class, but look up what happened to the White House a couple 100 years ago when when things happen between Canada and the US. Just probably don't teach that in history class in the US. I mean, technically we are British, right? Golden Go seems like a good matchup, especially when you're facing someone who's not a Trust Your Pilot viewer. You can tell they're not a Trust Your Pilot viewer because they're playing, what the hell in my balls? Okay, this is fine. Everything is fine. We just play with our balls again. Okay, so I want heads. We want head. Thank you. But Golden Go seems like a free matchup for this deck. Golden Go's got 260. As long as I take knockouts, I win. As long as I take knockouts, I win the game. And then we just got to go Team Rocket's Factory. I would like to hold off on using the Earthen Vessel until I have to, but we might have to. So how much of trouble am I going to get into if I don't bench that Mewtwo? I feel like I have to bench the Mewtwo in this situation. There's no reason to use Earthen Vessel. We just got to go Rocket Rush. And we'll be fine. Yeah, if you take 6 prizes, it's a risky strategy, but if you take all 6 prizes, you beat Golden Go. If this makes it into the YouTube video, which I hope it does, it just has to be a fun game. I was going to show the Grimmsnarl game, but my opponent just kind of left. They just, you know, halfway through the game, they just left. Grimmsnarl is not an impossible matchup because you do hit Grimmsnarl for weakness. The problem is that all of your good Pokemon have abilities, and your Pokemon that don't have abilities have 50 hit points. And Trolling Lord, you're just trolling, bro. Remember, the ladder resets with every new set. So I am playing ranked, but the ladder resets. So if they just have 2 Frostlass down, your Spidops are taking 40 damage, so they melt away in 3 turns. That's not even including the Monkey Dory, as well as the 30 damage on your bench from Grimmsnarl. So it is literally, it's not, again, not unwinnable, but it's unwinnable, right? If they get set up in the slightest with their Grimmsnarl deck and they just have, you know, 1 Monkey Dory, 2 Frostlass, you literally lose. Because you either have low HP stage 1s with abilities, or you got a 50 hit point basic, or you have this guy who's weak to dark, has an ability, needs to have 3 bench Pokemon. So maybe this is the secret reason, because I never really thought about it, why Mewtwo is so bad, other than the fact that it's just not as good as Raging Bolt. But I guess because Grimmsnarl is so popular in Japan, and just here as well, because it's so good, is that Grimmsnarl probably has like a 90 to 95% win rate against Mewtwo. I don't think it's a case of, oh, if I know what I'm doing, I can win. I think it's a case of, even if you know what you're doing, you're not winning. All right, this is a knockout, right? Or am I think I'm 1 short. Proton. So if I go Transceiver and I thin the hand down, let's just Proton. I don't need to think. Thinking's for nerds. All right, so let's go. Let's just get all these guys. Yeah, let's get you. All right, let's get the Sneezy Boy. I'll attach to you, and then really wish we had one of them energy thingies. All right, then we just go Rocket Rush. We got the red Rocket Rush. And yes, I know I could have done things differently and potentially gotten a knockout, but I wanted to show off the Sneasel, okay? You can't blame me for wanting to show off the Sneasel. Golden Go is one of the few EXs that you will actually be able to knock out with Sneasel, because remember, Shaman only protects... Come on, PDC GL. Shaman only protects things like Gimmighoul. It can't have a rule box. If you look in the bottom right of the card, that is a rule box. Pokemon EX rule, that's a rule box. Radiance had a rule box. A-Specs have a rule box. Oh god, PDC GL. So it only protects non-rule box Pokemon, which means that Shaman is useless, but Terras have a built-in bench barrier, so Sneasel's not hitting Dragapult or Charizard or anything cool. I wanted to force a Sneasel KO, okay? You cannot blame me for that, for wanting to make Sneasel Get the... Oh, God. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of figured I would not be able to attack with that Mewtwo this game. All right. I mean, I should have a Defiance Band. We can knock out a Fezandipiti with a Spidops. So let's go Articuno in the active. I'm going to have to bump the Jamming Tower if I wanted... Hello there. All right, so we go boom. Team Rocket's Transceiver for a Giovanni. I will bring up the Fezandipiti in case it gets trapped. Okay, see? I remembered at the last second. All right, and then Team Rocket's Factory for 2. We're going to get 2 basic energy. We got 1 basic energy. That's music to my ear holes. My holes are full right now. Okay. We got to save our box. The Mimikyu seems dumb. I mean, they're probably going to take a knockout. I don't think they're going to INO, though. I think they're going to take a knockout, but I don't think they're going to INO. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. There we go. Easy. So we just have to win by not losing. And I have to hope that there's a Defiance Band so we can knock out that Fezandipiti. Because that's probably going to be our win condition. I either have to knock out a Fezandipiti with a Defiance Band, so that would mean... Okay, well, I was going to say, well, that means we have to knock out a Gimmighoul. But I think the win... Okay, we can knock out a Dreepy. That's also cool. I thought for sure this was going to be the default Golden Girl build because they're playing the 50 hit point Gimmighoul. But they got the Dragapult build, yet they didn't upgrade the Gimmighoul. So clearly, again, not a Trust Your Pilot viewer. Trust Your Pilot viewers, they've got mental issues, but they do know to swap out the 50 hit point Gimmighoul for the 70 hit point one. That's the one thing they remember to do. You know, maybe they sit on the bus and they leave their mouth open and they drool and then they make the woman sitting across from them uncomfortable and your eyes are always darting back and forth at her feet and then she looks up and then you pretend like you were just looking out the window. But, you know, we know that the 70 hit point Gimmighoul, FM Boss can confirm, we know the 70 hit point Gimmighoul is the best. That's how you rizzed up your GF? You know, see, I told you, Trust Your Pilot viewers, we're on the same wavelength here. Too real. I'm sorry. All right, maybe they'll whip their deck out and we'll be okay. But I don't feel bad about including this in the YouTube video if we win because this did have the Dragapult in it, or it does have the Dragapult in it. And we can lose because the Spidops would get cleaned up. The Articuno, very important from your basic Team Rockets Pokemon. So the Dragapult can still ping the Spidops. And the Mimikyu cannot knock out the Dragapult because this doesn't have a Clefairy in it. Okay, so they'll retreat. They'll use the Sneasel. Yeah, we're going to have to kind of manufacture this win here. Why are they... Wow. We'd have to have a flood warning. FM Buzz, no. Lena, thank you for coming. I always appreciate you. No, you'd have to have... you know, like the movie Footloose where they ban dancing or whatever? It'd be a ban on socks. And it'd be a ban on shoes. It's got to be open-toed sandals or the only acceptable footwear. And we'd have to... There'd be a national shortage of lotion. All right, how do we manufacture this? I don't think they're going to be able to read, which is always a plus. I always enjoy it when my opponents can't read. I mean, let's just check the deck. Let's just check the deck, see what we got. Okay, so we have a Mewtwo. We have triple Spidops. Jeez. Okay. We're not behind on prizes. We have the secret box. Oh, geez. Okay, so I think my strat here is Night Stretcher for the Mewtwo. I know this is a little sketchy, but it's part of the plan. Don't you worry. Old pilot knows what he's doing. Your trust your pilot knows what he's doing. Gather round, kids. There, trust your pilot knows what he's doing. Don't you fret one bit. Trust your pilot always comes in for a landing. Trust your pilot always comes in for a landing, and it's usually hard. Oh yeah, trust your pilot always coming in for that landing. All right, so we got Archer. We're tied on prizes. Okay, so we want the factory. We do have a Defiance Band. Remember what Mr. Smarty Pants said about that Defiance Band? We need... Oh, we definitely need... Oh, we got to play with our balls. Yes, we want to play with our balls. And then I think it's an Archer. All right, Team Rocket's factory, step 1. Defiance Band. Step 2. Step 3. I don't remember. Step 3, I do not recall what step 3 was. I think I ditched the... Let's get rid of the receiver. Does it matter? Probably, but we'll just get rid of that. I'm willing to put this Spidops into play because it thins the deck. And then we go... Oh, I think I already screwed up. Oops, I think I already screwed up. I think I screwed up already. That's my bad. Okay, that's my bad. I maybe should have done this differently. Don't worry about it. All right, so we go Psychic Energy on you. Oh, no, we can do it if we get the one Team Rocket's energy. That's what it is. Well, we're not going to, but if we do, we can knock out the Golden Go. We did not get the Team Rocket's energy. All right, so we get the Spidops. I think I want to find out, for science, I want to find out if my opponent can read. Okay, that's the only reason I'm doing this, is I want to see if they can read. If they ripped a boss's... No, I don't think there's any way they can knock out my Mewtwo this turn. I am going on record and saying they have a 0% chance of knocking out my Mewtwo this turn. They would need bosses, superior... But they can't draw anything with the Fezandipiti, so I think we're fine. But yeah, we're gonna lose. Right? Because I needed to take a knockout that turn. I needed to take a knockout no matter who it was to go down to 2 prizes. So yes, the issue there was I should have Giovanni'd the Dreepy and knocked out the Dreepy. I should not have been focusing on the Mewtwo. Going down to 2 prizes was, I think, way more important than anything else. Just going down to the 2 prizes, that meant way more than anything else. And I only think I have 1 Psychic Energy in the deck, so that's not good. But yes, going down to 2 prizes, that was a million times more important than whatever the hell I did. That's what I know for next time. This is why, you know, other streamers and creators, they test these decks for hours so they get familiar with them so they don't make these rookie mistakes. But I come in raw, you know? I just raw dog it all day. And the reason I wanted to see if they could read, I was going to see if they attacked with Dragapult, but that ship has sailed. All right, well, if we can I&O them, that'd be sweet. I don't think that's going to happen. Please tell me there's another Archer in the deck. Please, sir, tell me there's another Archer. Ah, there is. Oh, Sterling Archer. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. I mean, it's just going to be an Archer. I should have probably promoted the Spidops, right? Because we could have knocked out the Fezandipiti. We can still knock out the Fezandipiti. Do you... You know, I'm kind of thinking, I think I should just go for it, right? I should just knock out the Fezandipiti and be like, I got it, bro. You ain't going to win this one. You know what? I think I'm going to win this game. I am that confident. I'm that dumb as well. But you know, this makes for an interesting finale. Right? At least this raises the stakes. Like, I could have just gone Archer and then like, oh, I have to hope for a Team Rocket's energy off of the Archer. That sounds awful. That sounds awful. We're not going to do that. We're going to knock out the Fezandipiti. I knew I was going to screw that up. Look at that. I told you. It's going to come down to a Defiance Band on the Spidops. Confident and delusional. Delufident? Or confessional? All right, so yeah, they're just a boss is a... Well, not a boss is away from winning. A boss is and a superior away from winning. If I hadn't put the Mewtwo into play, we would have won this game feet down. Are you the second Fezandipiti? I forgot to do that. I was not expecting the second Fezandipiti. Nobody ever expects the second Fezandipiti. Oh man, the fact that we're going to lose this game because I put the Mewtwo down. So we should have 100% won this game. I was just, you know, hedging, as Scotty Boy, I was just hedging my butts here. And hoping that, like, oh, I can take a one-shot of a Golden Go, but we could have won this game just by knocking out the Fezandipiti. I was not expecting the Fezandipiti. Here we go. We're about to get bossised. Have they drawn with the active one yet? I don't think so. Well, Gimme Duel, that's their one. So they still have a chance. They got the bosses. Wait, they need 6. Maybe they don't have 6. Maybe they only have 5. Dude's beefy. Dude's a beefcake. 5? No, I think they got like 8. Oh man. And Jose, yeah, I mean, I couldn't knock out the Fezandipiti, but I would have tried to find another basic. So that was kind of my strat, was just find another basic and try to knock it out. Trolling Lord, there is no best version of Mewtwo. It is not good. All right, let us try the Wobbuffet build. We're going... Everyone get your wobs out. Whip your wobs out. Yeah, so, I mean, that's also another thing, is if you're focusing on the Spidops build, what's the draw engine? Exactly. If you're focusing on a Spidops version, like, I've been attacking more with Spidops than with Mewtwo. Spidops is just better. You know, I had to put the Mewtwo down to power up the Spidops because there's just not enough basics in the deck. There's not enough recovery in the deck either. Yeah, I mean, we're learning a lot. We're learning that, yeah, Mewtwo, you don't need a Mewtwo in your Spidops deck. Even Zor, no, that is, you take that back. You take that back, Ryu. I will not hear this blasphemy. You take that, you son of a gun. You take that back. All right, so it looks like it's just Grimmsnarl again. All right, I think we're okay. Depending on if the game made it into the YouTube video or not, I did talk about how Grimmsnarl is pretty much an auto loss for this deck, but we are playing the Wobbuffet build. That changes things slightly. And the Articuno doesn't really change a whole lot. It just prevents corner. I don't think I'm going to ever use corner. I don't think we're ever actually going to worry about being cornered. Unless it's in an alleyway and I Am Legend's mom's there and you're like, oh no, please don't do that, I Am Legend's mom. Please no. All right, so let's get a... Do I want to play with my secret box? Do I want to find out what's inside my secret box? I think we get rid of Defiance Band, Transceiver, Energy. And then we go Earthen Vessel, Factory, Bravery Charm, and Ariana Grande. Yeah, I think that's probably the safest course of action. All right, and then I would like to get rid of a Spidops right now. And we just get rid of those two. We shall attach to the Mewtwo. And I think that's all we're doing. Myrtle, that was terrible. And Trolling Lord, that's what I'm saying. But they said that they probably won't start streaming until June 2nd. If you check out the tweet that I sent out in like my replies, some of the people who were chosen for the drops won't stream until like June 2nd because they don't play very much. So there were 5 streamers chosen for the drops. Only Azul and Little Dark Furry regularly play the game. The other 3 don't regularly play the game, which I guess it's just to show how much they hate the rest of us. You know, the ones of us toiling around here for 3 years to play this game. But it's to help the reach, right? They play Monster Hunter, they play Pokemon Legends Arceus, they play Unite, they probably play Pocket. And Trolling Lord, now I know you're trolling, Lord. Stop, Maxwell, Lord. What you're doing will hurt people. All right, so let's go Bravery Charm on you. And Joestar, oh, be careful what you wish for, Joestar. I think we just attach and then Ariana Grande for 3. And oh, would you look at that? All supporters. Oops, all supporters. Oopsie, all supporters. And then, yeah, we're just charging up. So the Wobbuffet doesn't exactly help as much as you think it might. It'll help, but starting it is not good. And Daniel, oh yeah, I'm not saying the streamers are bad. I'm just saying that they chose streamers who don't normally play the game. Like, it's not their main content. Like, they play the game, but they probably wouldn't be playing PDCGL right now if it wasn't for the fact that they have drops. And Joestar, wait, you built Satitan? I mean, I know you're a Trust Your Pilot viewer, but that's even too degenerate for me. Why the hell is a Fezandipiti in this deck? All right, so... Yep. 25 cards left. Haven't seen a single Team Rocket's energy. 4 of them in the deck. Can't get them anywhere. Isn't that Ethan Hawke movie? Or is that not Gattaca? Yeah, like I noticed that it was mostly, I looked at their most recent streams. Like, what did they play most recently? Why the Bravery Charm looked squished. It was Monster Hunter Wilds, Pokemon Unite, and Legends Arceus. And then out of like the 10 most recent streams from all of them, I believe one of the 10 streams was a TCG live stream. So on one foot, I get it. They want to expand the outreach of PDCGL. They want to spread cheeks. Again, I get it. On the other, you chose 2. You chose 2 of us. 2 people who've suffered for generations, for years, for eons. You know, they don't understand the pain. Those new streamers, they don't understand the pain that we have to go through. Why does it have to be a benched one? Why couldn't it just be a non-benched one? All right, so they still don't have a Frostlass. That's good. I think I have to go for the Tarountula. It doesn't appear that they're playing Monkey Dory, or that they're playing Grimmsnarl. It doesn't appear that they're playing Grimmsnarl. And Clamburglar? That's not very nice, Clamburglar. You know, why are you hating on them? Why are you hating? But yeah, they haven't suffered the way that we have suffered. So I can't be nice to them about it. Until you've played this game for 3 years. Oh, what the hell is this hand? I mean, I guess I attach to you as a retreat card. I don't know. What kind of person opens packs on PDCGL for fun? Exactly. And Titan is terrible. Do not play Titan. There's one interesting version of Titan that I will try to show off. Okay, so they don't know. I mean, obviously doing the 20 damage is good, but corner will not affect my Wobbuffet. I will be able to retreat. I don't know if I care about retreating, but during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. But Articuno prevents all effects of attacks. So that's not that big of a deal, like, because I'll be able to retreat. Again, I don't know if I actually want to, but I can. The option is available, and they're probably going to be like, Judge, my opponent is, yeah, see, that was the effect of Articuno. Judge, my opponent's trolling. They got the hacks. Aris. All right, so we go Ariana. Do we go Ariana, or do I knock out the monkey? I think I knocked out the monkey Dory, right? Do we have an energy in the discard? No, we do not. We go for the Ariana. We go for the Ariana. Ryusham? No leaks, bro. No leaks, Ryusham. It's like my first wedding. It's a sham. All right, so we go Buddy-Buddy Poffin, get rid of that. What was I doing again? I was doing things, wasn't I? I had hopes and dreams. I remember those days. All right, so if we go attach, because we want to keep the energy, huh? Do you see how smart your pilot is? You can always trust your pilot to make the right plays, right? That's what everyone says on the internet. I don't read the comments, but I'm sure that's what everyone says, is trust your pilot's a freaking genius, and I want his babies. Okay, I don't think they're going to Mountain Badoomy. But if they do, I guess I want to just Transceiver for a Giovanni. Because that's the thing, is you kind of want to use your Transceivers a little earlier than you maybe normally would. Oh, right, I forgot about that. What's better, Garchomp or Mewtwo? Garchomp. Probably Garchomp, because you can pair Garchomp with anything. Mewtwo, you can't really pair Mewtwo with anything because it hurts the overall goodness of the deck. The fact that they haven't gotten any Frostlass is really strong for us, but it means that they're probably not going to get featured in a YouTube video because this is way too boring. Yeah, see? Huh? Oh, God. As soon as my smarts was about to be shown off in full high-definition 1080p, we get immediately, we got to come up our pants right away. Call me a boss stiff because I got cum up my pants. Tablemon is already an Arceus lead, and yep, they're not facing anybody. Do they realize I can just use Rocket Mirror to fully heal my Spidops? I don't think they thought that one through. Just gonna assume they didn't think that one through very well. Or they realize that they can just easily win the game and I'm gonna lose. And King Super Smash, that's literally the attack on the Mambostiff. I can prove it to you. This is not some crass joke by some immature streamer who tells dirty jokes. It's literally the name of an attack on a Pokemon that is called Mambostiff. Come on, they named a Pokemon Mambostiff. See? Come Up Pants. I told you. There's literally a Pokemon card attack called Come Up Pants. Did you doubt me? And it's on the Pokemon with probably the most suggestive name. This is the Pokemon Company doing it, not me. I am absolved of any issue or any wrongdoing, okay? Would I rather play this or Kingdra? I'd rather play this than Kingdra. And that's how bad Kingdra was. All right, I mean, I just Rocket Mirror again. Oh, they're going to item lock me again? Real cool, bro. What do you mean? That's not even a choice, Trolling Lord. That's Tonkel there all the way. The fact that we're going to lose this game is hilarious. Oh, you're going to bring up my Articuno? Awesome. Yeah. Conch is just a good deck. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Conch there. That's just a good deck. All right, so yeah, we definitely lose now because they got the Articuno stuck in the active. And item locked me. And if we get something playable, that's nothing playable. All right, well, that's GG. Oh, there's a 70 hit point Timber? I did not know that. I will write that down. Because there's 172 cards. I'm going to misrepresent some of them for sure. Let me do Timber. I mean, I think what we learned. Oh no, I have it. I've skimmed it. It's just the video's not going up until Sunday, so I haven't really looked at it. I did a quick skim because I'm focusing on Destined Rivals. Of course, I have to worry about the next set the day the new set comes out. That's my favorite part, is that you already know what's coming out before it comes out. All right, so okay, that's just bad, Clam Burglar. And Mark, well, it'll be late, so it'll be a late video, so it probably won't, depending on your time zone, it'll be up at like 6 p.m. So don't you worry. You'll have to suffer through the entire thing, and then you can go to your brother's wedding. No, wait, that's a cell phone. That was a cell phone. Not a cell phone, a cell phone. And Trolling Lord, that's a very weird question to ask somebody that you haven't given $5 to. And A-Rod, you say that like it's a bad thing. Yeah, they were cooked here. Wait, Countercatcher, who are you bringing up? Wobbuffet, okay. Does that potentially give me the win? I think this might let me win the game. I think if they just let the Articuno stay stuck. That is beyond, that's creepier than anything I Am Legend has ever said. And I Am Legend has said some really creepy things. All right, well, we just heal the Mewtwo. They didn't item lock us. I guess I do that, and we just try to thin everything out that I can. Okay, and yeah, we want to attach that. And then we want to waste the Poffin. And maybe I thin out, because like what's the downside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We can't. We can't risk it. I just have to keep getting rid of cards and hoping for the best. Remember, hexagons are the bestagons. All right, so let's take them off. Ooh, actually, no. Do I take them off the Articuno? Yeah, let's take them off the Articuno. You don't get no prizes. You're not getting any prizes. That's probably the wrong decision, but I want to have the Articuno as a pivot next turn. Okay. That would have been great to have 10 seconds ago. Would have been nice. Well, actually, they would have knocked out the Wobbuffet anyways, but still. All right, can I... Wait, they seriously went triple Frostlass? You went triple... You're not supposed to... Unless they have another Monkey Dory. Ooh, if they don't, that's it. I think we can win on math. I just need to get a supporter. And there's an Ursaluna. Ruh-roh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, wait, they're close to decking out. So, yeah, the video is going to be very disappointing for Mewtwo. It's going to be like, yeah, this deck kind of sucks. I will ask a rhetorical question in the title of the video. I think the title that I have now is Mewtwo a top deck or a huge bust? And I think that's fair, right? Is it a top deck or is it a huge bust? I think it's a huge bust. Like, because half of the games were losses, and like those were the best games. We lost to we lost to the Typhlosion with the Ursaluna. We beat our Chaladon. We beat Zard, and then we lost to... Did we lose to Gold? I think we lost to Golden Joe. Just because I overbenched the Mewtwo. All right, well, they're gonna... Oh, they didn't take the KO. That's weird. So if I can just get a Team Rockets energy, top deck a Team Rockets energy, top deck anything. If I can top deck anything, I think I might win. We got it. We absolutely just got it. That is insane. Now the question is, do I put it on the Articuno or do I put it on the Wobbuffet? If I put it on the Wobbuffet, wait, how do I? Because I still don't quite have it. If I put it there, because that's gonna get knocked out coming into my turn. This, I mean, they're just gonna knock it out with the dude. But maybe they'll try and knock out they actually might have a knockout on the Mewtwo, even if they attack. Because it'll be triple 270, 300. Yeah, they actually have a knockout on my Mewtwo, which is crazy. It is insane to say this, but the Mewtwo will get one shot this. Well, not one shot. You know what I mean. The Mewtwo will get knocked out if they just have a Gust Card, which they'll have probably one. Yeah, they have a counter catcher probably left in the deck. And the Articuno gets knocked out through damage. Yeah, they go for their counter catcher. Please tell me it's prize. That would be hilarious. I still probably lose even if it's prize, but again, that would be hilarious. And Juan, we're going to play the Orbeetle build after this one. We're going to get one fun game with it. Well, there's a Monkey Dory. Wait, do we win? Hang on. Because they're Ursaluna. Oh, they're going for the counter catcher off the prize. I see what you're doing. They're hoping for the 33% chance. The fact they didn't slam it down means they didn't get it. All right, so they'll knock out the Wob, and then it doesn't matter because they have to switch. If they don't have a switch, they don't win. This is hilarious. And if I get a Team Rockets energy, I think I lose because I can only do 160, and it's going to take... Oh, no, we win. If I get a Team Rockets energy, we win. This is crazy. This is the craziest game anyone's ever played. I mean, it was kind of a boring start, but if I just get a Team Rockets energy, we win. That's an okay, so we just do the thing. We just do all the things. We thin out everything. Just Team Rockets energy in this GG. Oh, trolling. See, I knew I was going to forget about the ability. We just won that one. We seriously just won that game, and that's hilarious. That makes no sense that we won that game, but I did because I'm amazing. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. Or, you know what? Tell me why. Tell me why. Okay. So, yeah. Crazy finish. Really long game. If this goes on YouTube, I'll probably cut out, like, half of it. We'll probably cut out half of it. Unfortunately, Team Rocket's Mewtwo is not very good. I wish it was a lot better than it actually is. If they had played Grimmsnarl in that deck, it would have been an easy win for them, but they're just playing regular old Monkey Dory, Badoo, Frostlass, and then they had, you know, the Maractus and the Ursaluna. I won because I'm so good at this game, but unfortunately, Mewtwo, it is a bust. It is not a top-tier deck. You can argue that it's C+ tier. I don't think I'd put it in B tier. I think, as I said, pre-Destined Rivals, I said that it's going to turn out that Spidops is probably the best card and you want to build the deck around Spidops. And I think that holds true, that Spidops is probably the best Team Rockets Pokemon. The cracked Wobbuffet, by the way. The Wobbuffet. See, I knew the Wobbuffet was going to be a fun one. All right, I'm just leaving myself some expert notes about, oh, hey, how's it going? All right, so I might save the orbital build for like another video. I Am Legend, yeah, because never mind, I won't say it. This is Family Friendly Friday. We can't say it, I Am Legend. Oh, Shiny Ray, you've made a terrible error in judgment. You've made a terrible error where I get all the codes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, things are being blocked. Things are, I can't, because I have mod privileges, I'm not able to see the whole comment. Ah, we got him. The Murkrow, we tried it. It didn't really do too much. We got an extra Macargo, baby. This was called Explosive Awakening in Japanese. It was called Explosive Awakening, and now it's Explosive Ascension. Never forgive them for that. Never forgive them. But no, the Murkrow's fine. It, just prevents them from using one of their attacks next turn. Against certain decks, that's backbreaking. And it also just gets you a supporter if you go second. It's just a nice card to have, but I never found myself using it. It's a nice card to have, I just never used it. And well, no, they changed the name to Explosive Ascension, so I'm very disappointed. And of course, I was thinking about going first, because Proton you can use turn 1 going first, and Shiny Ray, but don't you want those trainer points? What about all those trainer points to farm celebrations packs? And Trolling Lord, you got to go to the video. Yeah, it's free. You just go to the website, log in, and then scroll down to the bottom of the page, or just go to the starter guide and watch the free video, or the free, the how to get free packs video. It's one of the methods. So the orbital build, this is a defense first build. It's like how defense wins championships. Unless you're the Edmonton Oilers, then, maybe offense will win championships. Oh God, please win the Stanley Cup. Please, we need to win the cup. It's been too long. We I want to see UP. Just give me the cup. Okay, we got this. Oh, wait, didn't I make the free video, like, before I was a smart person? And Trolling Lord, hey, the Leafs are the only team that took Florida to 7. You can pretend like that's a moral victory. Of course, I says to myself, hey, wouldn't it be a good idea to go first since you're playing the Proton and you got the neurons or the electrons or whatever they are? No, I did the opposite of what I should have done. Okay, so we have this. I think we just go double Blip Bug and then Wobbuffet into play. I'm going to attach the Psychic. And then I think it's just a Transceiver for an Ariana. Now the question is, do I Ultra Ball away the counter? I think I Ultra Ball away the Counter Gain, just because we're not going to have our items next turn. I mean, I just get the Dottler, right? How many rare? We have 2 rare candy, but I just get the Dottler because again they're going to shut off our items, and I do want to limit my bench here, so we just go end turn. Don't jinx us, Myrtle. Okay. If you're watching this video in July, check back because obviously the Oilers are going to win the cup. Jeez. I will show you all about the orbital strategy in a second. Well, this is interesting. I was not expecting this. I was expecting something. I was not expecting this. All right. Very interesting. We can just go Transceiver, Giovanni, and then, yeah, just knock out that. But I did it again. Every time. Every damn time. All right, then Rocket Mirror. All right, here we go. I'm just not sure how you're supposed to use Wobbuffet to its full potential this early in the game. Right, because with Mewtwo, you're just never doing anything early. That's the problem, is There's nothing good to do turn 1. You know, you're not going to be using TM Evolution, because how do you find the freaking TM Evolution? But this is a Gardevoir deck? What? Plot twist of the century there. Wait, didn't they play like a search card or something at some point? Okay, so they put Badoo in the active. They played Nest Ball. They played Nest Ball and got the Clefairy? Shiny Ray, I will not be playing Arven's Mabostiff, okay? That is not good. That is far worse than you could possibly imagine. Okay. We do have to limit our bench a little bit, but yeah, the Mewtwo just is not too good. You only have 4 Team Rocket's energy. That's not enough. You don't play Spidops in the orbital build. Like maybe a 1/1 Spidops so you can do 220. But you want to... This, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this one bit. But you know, but if you give me 1 bit, you'll get a Boulder badge. Get it? Because the currency here on Twitch is called bits. So if you give me 1 bit, and I don't care 1 bit, but if you give me 1 bit, I'll give you a Boulder badge. All right, like I get the strategy. Okay, I understand the strategy. Doesn't mean it's a good strategy. Yeah, I don't want the freaking Mewtwo. All right, what else we got in here? We have another Wobbuffet. I will... Sure, let's put you into play just so I can say that I did. I would like to draw... Thank you, Clam Burglar. Appreciate you. And we got nothing. Awesome! We got a lot of Mewtwo. That's about all we got. Alright, well, here we go. We're attaching. We are attaching here. Yeah, we got double Orbeetle. So I'll talk about this. You know, in my head, this was playable. I think in practice, it's not. So you want to put a Bravery Charm or a Hero's Cape, so Mewtwo gets 330 or 380. And then you want to use Orbeetle to, you know, bounce around, move all the damage to a Mewtwo. So if there's 320 total damage on your side of the field, you put 320 on a Mewtwo, and then you Wobbuffet 320 to their active, fully healing all of your dudes. But, you know, that's kind of, it's based on the fact that you have a good deck, right? This is a good ability, but you have to have a good deck, and Mewtwo is not a good deck. Because, you know, decks like this, where you just kind of stall and have a really wacky strategy of letting damage build up, the problem with that strat is, first off, I mean, Liepard's just better. You know, it needs a Darkness energy instead of a Team Rocket's energy. But you have to be able to be aggressive, be aggressive. And Mewtwo is not aggressive. You know, you can't just be like, oh, I don't have a Wobbuffet play this turn, I'll just attack with Mewtwo instead. Even if you can get the attack off, it's still doing 160. So it's like, you have to be aggressive. You have to have a backup strategy. There is no good backup strategy with Mewtwo. It just sucks. God, I hate you. I hate your face. I hate everything you represent. Erase your ball. I want to erase this deck. I don't want to erase your ball. I want to erase this entire deck from existence. I think they're going to knock out an Orbeetle. I'm not sure, but I think they're going to knock out an Orbeetle. Yeah, I think I might take the Orbeetle Mewtwo list off of the docket. Because what would be a good matchup for this thing? So you can move all the damage around. But, like, I guess a Grimmsnarl Frostlass matchup would be good. But, like, they can just one-shot your Mewtwo. If they know what deck you're playing, they just be like, oh, I'll just get 3 Grimmsnarl into play instead of worrying about Frostlass, and I'll just one-shot your Mewtwo every single turn. Raging Bolt one-shots your Mewtwo. Like, Dragapult would probably be the only matchup where this makes sense, but you could just take out the orbital line and the Wob effect and just be like, oh, I'll just play my Mewtwo decked with a Clefairy and then we're good. All right, well, we got the card. And then we go Wob. Press 1 if you want to see me Wob. Whip out my Wob. All right, well, yep, Erasure Ball. Fantastic. Well, you should have hyphenated that. You should have said you have erasure-ly, you lost this, erasure-ly, leisurely. I don't know. I'm trying to say words. They don't come out right sometimes. And Trolling Lord, yeah, so it's non-rule boxes do 30 extra damage, which is great. I'm really liking that. But the set overall, for a set of 172 cards, there might be like 15 playable cards. So it's another one of those, oh, hey, 10% of the cards are playable. And to me, that's not a good ratio. Like, to me, a good set has 30% playable cards. 10%, that's no. Just no. Do they have... Yep, they got it. As long as they have a Darkness Energy, they got it. If they don't have a Darkness Energy, they don't got it. Another addition to the Apple deck? What, the baby Hydrapple? Or are you talking about the booster? Oh, yeah, the Dipplin. Diplin's gonna love that. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Because again, I haven't done, a full deep dive. 172 cards is a lot. So I'm definitely going to forget some things. But yeah, the Bangle, so that's going to make... Brave Bangle makes Dipplin amazing. Did they just give me a thumbs up? I wasn't paying attention. And Juan, well, that's because it's so many reprints. The reason Prismatic Evolutions has so many played cards is because it's all the reprints. Myrtle, you were funny one day, Myrtle. Not anymore. Yeah, it's all... Wait, did they... No, they ended their turn. I think they realized that I'm too good at this game. And they never stood a chancey. And how were they supposed to win when they were facing someone of my caliber? Of my Excalibur? No. I mean, it's worse. But, I mean, the whole thing with Zacian is that you just go fast. Hey, we got the Bianca's Devotion. That's the Spice card. And Shiny, yeah, it's like, well, just redeem codes. That's fine. But no, Shiny, remember, if you redeem more codes, you'll get more trainer points, which you can spend on which you can use to buy more Destined Rivals packs. So there you go, problem solved. I just solved your problems for you. It's the old Ouroboros, a snake eating its own toes. Yeah, like it was just such a player unfriendly decision to be like, oh yeah, we're not gonna let you craft overnumbered cards anymore. Why? We'll tell you in a month. Okay, so months come up. Why aren't you doing it? We're gonna give you free stuff, but no. Why did you do it? We're just not gonna tell. We're just gonna skip over that. We never said we'd tell you. Just like how we never said we would add Expanded to the game 4 years ago. We never said that. You can't prove that. Yeah, remember when they said, oh yeah, on Journey Together launch day, we'll tell you why we're removing the overnumbered card crafting. And then launch day came, and 2 months later, that's still nothing. Still have no idea why. Just, we're just not going to do it. It's too much work to tell you why we just made the game worse. Why would anyone want to know why we made the game worse? Just Cause 3. Could never get into the Just Cause franchise. I think because it was a little too like wacky and floaty. I wanted the gunplay to be a little tighter, and then just like flying around and stuff. I wanted it to be tight, you know? I just wanted things to be tight. That's all I ever want, is just things to be tight. And they just unfortunately were not. Yeah, Mewtwo kind of sucks. Exactly, yeah. And like I played it, I think, on PS4, and oh man, the performance issues on that game when you go to like one of the bases and destroy everything. The performance issues were rough. Yeah, it cannot be described as tight. It is very loosey-goosey. Because they hate us, Shiny Ray. Because they hate us. Alright, well, we got attacked with this guy. Can I get something? That's not the something I wanted, but I guess I'll take it. Alright, well, I guess we Team Rocket's Orbeetle from this guy. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3. Sure. And then... Again, I don't think there's anything this is going to stop. It'll stop confusion, I guess. Sure. It'll stop the confusion if they try to confuse me. Whatever. Why not, right? And you signed up for the newsletter, you will have to wait until the next set, and then even then there's like a 50-50 chance you'll actually get it. So if you sign up for the newsletter, they only send out the codes with every new set, and you just missed this set. So you have to wait until the next set in mid-July. But even if you sign up for the newsletter, there's about a 50-50 chance that you just won't get it. And it's only 3 codes that you get, and you'll get a newsletter every week about, hey, we're selling new things. Aren't you excited for these new things? So exciting for new things. All right, well, look, see, remember my my rant about Gardevoir players? You know that rant about Guardy players, how they take 15 minutes to win? Like, you're going to lose, but they're going to take 15 minutes of your life, so you double lose at life? Yeah, that's kind of what's happening here. All right, so we'll do a prediction for the last game. Which version of Mewtwo do you want me to play in the prediction game? I will leave it up to chat. It is all up to you. Whatever version you want to play, whatever virgin you want to play with, I will let you choose. Virgins. It's almost like that explains my viewers. All right, so they're going to attack with the Clefairy. That's fine. And the food version. What do you mean the food version? No, we're not playing Persian EX, okay? Oh, the good version. I was like, the food version? This isn't Magic. We don't create food tokens here. The one that's just Spidops, that's going to be a future video. Because then I can say like, oh, you know what? Team Rocket Spidops is actually the best. You don't need no Mewtwo. I don't need no Mewtwo. And Miles, I did look at potentially building a certain deck with a Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Who bet against me? Who's only betting 15 that I'm going to win? I guarantee you I will win. Where the hell are all my supporters? Are they all in? They're not even in the like we got all the supporters. Where's the receivers? Oh, they're all in the... Oh, that's where they are. Oh. I've made an oopsie. I see I have made the oopsies. All right. Well, this is where math is going to play a huge role here. They don't think I can knock out this Clefairy. I can knock out this Clefairy. It's just not going to look good. It's just not going to look good. And Josh, damn straight. Okay, so we go and get the Mewtwo. And then... What the... Look at how many supporters I have. Look at how many supporters we got in here. Okay, so... what's their Gus situation looking like? They still have bosses somewhere. And I'm maybe gonna take a knockout. Maybe I don't take a knockout. Hang on here. Okay, so I can spread. I can take 200 from this guy. So maybe... Oh, PDCGL, what have you done to yourself? PDCGL, what have you done? This is the expanded Raichu deck all over again. All right, so I think we just put one more on each, and then I think that's okay. And then we go... Okay, so if I knock it out, I can win next turn, but I have to lose all of my energy, and then I have to hope they don't knock this guy out, but I'm pretty sure they can knock this guy out. So that's my conundrum, is I can't take the knockout because I would have to lose... Well, I guess I'd lose the Team Rocket's energy, and then I could still win. But if they attacked with, like, a fresh guard... No, I guess I still could have won. I guess I should have taken the knockout. Right, so if I discard the Team Rocket's energy, I would have had to hope in getting another Team Rocket's energy. And, yeah, and this would have been the issue, is I would have been Ionoed to 1. What would my one card have been? It would have been Ariana. And my one card would have been Ariana, but I was thinking smartly, okay? I was thinking about the future and thinking smartly and doing the smart thing and prepping and being like, well, if I take a knockout and then they Iono me, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, so I would really like a Giovanni. Because they got the Stream Tail. I did not notice that Stream Tail before, by the way. So they're going to knock out probably the Articuno. You know, maybe PDC Gel will think that this is an effective an attack. Because it's an effect. It doesn't do damage. It does damage. Right? It doesn't do damage. It does damage. Yeah, but the fact that they have a Fezandipiti is backbreaking for us. And the fact that we don't have a Wobbuffet is not good. Okay. I mean, their energy is very far spread out. So if I can get a Giovanni, I think we have a chancey here. Right? If I just get a Giovanni, that might be enough to win us the game. Yeah. Can I just get a top deck of Giovanni? That... Literally the one thing I did not need was a Team Rocket's energy. And yeah, we can't put the Mimikyu into play because that's just 2 Monkey Dory away from getting knocked out. How many Night Stretchers are we down? I gotta believe in the heart of the cards here, everybody. We gotta believe in the heart of the cards. Should not have believed in the heart of the cards. That was the dumbest thing I could have done. Okay. I mean, I guess I just... Rocket Brain. 1 to you, and then what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Oh, crap. No. Yep. We want to do this opposite. No, I want it. I need to go the other way. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. Yes. Math. See, I'm good at math. Oh, wait. No, I'm bad at math. What am I doing? I have no idea what's going on right now. Okay, so we want to... Oh, God. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay, so we want to go 1, 2, 3. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. It's all part of my master plan. Okay, and then we move the damage off of this guy. We put it on you. That's fine. And then we go hard retreat. This one. We go attach to you. We rock its energy. I have to be very careful here because remember Mewtwo's ability. It can't attack if I don't have a full bench. So that's the concerning part here is I can't attack, unless I have 3 on the bench. So I can't just pitch this Mewtwo. Yeah, where's the Wob when you need him? Oh, we never got to use the Blip Bug, by the way. Yeah, the Wob is in the discard pile. Where's my Night Stretchers? They have a Mew. Oh, also 6-minute difference in the timer. Remember when I ranted about that? They got... Wait, that's not a knockout. Wait, what? Wait. Did they not have access to their Drifloon? Oh, they don't know there's not a cap. they don't know. They're reading the attack like there's a cap on this? I thought this was like Raging Bolt. They thought it was Raging Bolt. They didn't know that the card is terrible. Ah, joke's on you, the card is terrible. Aha. You've been piloted. You've been wobbed. Yeah, see, this is the one time when Mewtwo sucking works in its favor. Yeah, there's actually no way they can win now, right? Because everyone's too heavily... They would have to attack with the other Gardevoir. I mean, they can still win, right? They just attacked with the other Gardevoir. And just Ionomi. Because they haven't played a supporter yet. So yeah, I think if they just attacked with this guard, but they over-attached all their... I am so confused right now. What is going on? They had the Night Stretcher for the Drifloon. But they don't have access to Countercat. Why did they put... What is going on? Yeah, like maybe a Turo play? But they're going to time out before that happens because they'll have to Turo and reattach and do all those things. Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. I don't think I won this game. I think they lost this game, right? Because all I needed to really do was just, you know, like, I don't know. Maybe I did win this game. Right? Because they can't really do 380. They can do 330 with some Monkey Dory shenanigans, but Countercatcher is probably their only Gust card, and we're tied on prizes. I was very smart about that. Yeah. See, this is the one time where Mewtwo sucking won us the game. Amazing stuff. Oh, and you conceded. Really? Really? You conceded? All right, everyone just spam which Mewtwo deck version do you want me to play here for the prediction game? Where a lot of people said yes, so I will let chat choose because a lot of people voted yes. They cannot do 420. No, you got to tell me. No, okay. Clam Burglar, Mark said Murkrow. All right, we're going Murkrow. Mark has... Okay, well, Miles said Sneasel, so we'll do the Sneasel one because I think Miles is the only one that has any skin in the game. And Jetty, a little too late. But you're trying to let me lose, so the Wobbuffet build does not get chosen. But to balance it out, I let someone who wants me to win choose, so I'm going to choose to go first. Okay, we're going to balance out the goodness with the badness. We're going to choose to go first, and we're not going to get a Proton or a Receiver. I told you. It's pretty much an unplayable hand. If we'd gone second, that would have been a million times better. But see, I balanced it out. Aren't you proud of me? Please clap. All right, well, let's do that. And then I think we bait it out. I think we try to bait out the Iono because they're probably going to do nothing this turn. You know, I could put the factory down, but I'd want to bump an area 0. And shiny right. No, okay. I'm going to be playing. We're going to win all day tomorrow. Oh, no. I should have put the factory down. Ah, get wrecked. Get absolutely bodied. Oh, what are you going to do? Go get a Squawkabilly? I have... Oh, they're playing Raging Bolt. Uh-oh. Okay, I mean, we're going to be drawing like 6 cards. Hey, Nick, I have a new YouTube channel where you can watch me for 10 hours a day. And yeah, of course, we're playing the Sneasel build against a deck that has, you know, bench barrier for days. But I can knock out the Squawkabilly with a Spidops. Yeah, they know the strat. They know the strat. Oh, you're playing Mewtwo? I'll just put a Bravery Charm and now you lose. Congratulations, you have now lost the game. Okay, so... I think this is a Proton turn. Oh, what? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh. Are you absolutely kidding me right now? Do you, does everyone see what just happened? Did everyone see that? Did everyone notice what seems to be missing from this deck? Yep. Okay, well, we can still win, but it's unlikely. That's... okay. You know, I regret trying to be nice to my viewers and trying to do a bonus game for a prediction. You know, that was clearly a mistake. Oh, hey, we're going to win now. We just got a Spide. Okay, we got a Spidops. That's good. Okay, so we have to go into this guy. And then we hit him with the Ariana Grande. Ooh, we might actually win this game. This is insane. Okay, and then we go Team Rocket's Factory. Can I get like another Spidops? That'd be PogChamp. That'd be real PogChamp. Nope. That would have been super duper PogChamp, but you know, you prize all my good cards and then you don't let me draw my better cards. All right, well, surely they'll place another single prizer into play. All right, let's go. Attach the Team Rocket's energy. I guess to the Mimikyu? Right? I think? I don't know. Let's just do it and see what happens. That's what I said to I Am Legend's mom last night. All right. So we also prized Spidops. We prized both Mewtwo and at least one Spidops. I'm also pulverizing Pancake. I also pulverize all the Did they just use Burst Roar? Okay, there's no way we lose this one now. I'm guaranteed. Since the beginning, I have guaranteed a victory. That does not change. I am guaranteeing this win right now. Okay, so we just Giovanni the Squawk, right? Oh god, I did it again. I knew I was going to do it again. All right, so retreat. And I think I want to hold off on the... Ooh, we can draw... I always forget that you can draw more cards. That's so cool that you can just draw more cards. Like, hey, you want to draw more cards? Yes? Oh, okay, you can. Thank you. But the deck's one weakness, a 290 hit point Raging Bolt. Oh my god. Oh man, and Trolling Lord, there is no best list. It's just play whichever one you want and just hope. That's it. Just play whichever one you want and hope. The best game of the stream is the last game of the stream. We'll leave this a VOD exclusive. Only the true pilot viewers will ever see this game. This will not go in the YouTube video because it's not good enough and it's just like a microcosm of what PDCGL does to me. Well, no, like any version of this, right? Play it with Sneasel, play it with Fezandipiti and Clefairy, play it with Murkrow, play it with Zapdos, play it with Wobbuffet. It doesn't matter. You have to draw well. There is no good version. If you don't draw well, you're not going to win, right? I've had, over 3 hours, I've had numerous instances where it's just, oh, I got Ionode into a hand of nothing, or I just couldn't get anything, and that was fun. This is crazy that we're just going to win because I'm awesome. Would be nice to have a Mewtwo, though. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Hey, press 1 if you think a Mewtwo would be pretty cool. And yeah, we can't use a Mimikyu to copy a Teal Mask Ogerpon and then clean it up with Sneasel, because that won't work. Yeah, it's crazy. So how many energy do I need to knock out the Ogerpon? So it's 30 base, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. If they attach one more energy to an Ogerpon, I can knock them out with a Mimikyu, and that'll be an all-time moment right there. So I think what I do here... Yeah, I remember, if you watched all my videos, you know I pretty much said we're probably going to be in a world where Spidops is the best Team Rocket's card, or Team Rocket's Pokemon. Oh, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. We're just going to knock off their butts. All right, I'm thinking I just Ultra Ball for a Spidops. We don't worry about anything else. We just go Spidops. And then, yep, go into you. How many energy we got in there? 2? Let's give you 1, shall we? And yeah, let's just go Rocket Rush. So I can clean up the Raging Bolt with a Sneasel. I can also attach a Team Rocket's energy to this and then knock out an Ogerpon. So it's like, you're not supposed to be using Gemstone Mimicry to knock out an Ogerpon, but the option's available, right? The option's always there, but they're not here anymore. This counts as a win. I think we would have won regardless because they just got off to such a bad start. But, and I mean, they got off to a bad start. Sorry. I got off to a bad start where I prized both of my Mewtwo. But who needs it? You know, we're going to win this matchup without Mewtwo because Spidops can just deal 180. So what do we need to make Spidops better? You don't want to use the Lilligant because Lilligant's plus 20 and it's just better to have Team Rocket's dudes. This is great. This is fantabulous. Myrtle, thank you. So yeah, you just want to have what, like Defiance Band, Area 0, a lot of recovery cards. There they are. That's, you could definitely clip that and get 100 views if you want to be my top clipper. They do highlight top clippers now. Bug catching set. Oh, Hutch, that's a good one. All right, so let's start prepping. So Team Rockets. I'm not going to do it tomorrow, but Team Rockets, Spidops, Area 0, bug catching set. I think Maximum Belt would probably work best as the ace spec. So Area 0, bug catching set, Maximum Belt, Defiance Band. I mean, you could go for like a Frostlass or something. Yeah, Area 0 and tools. Defiance Band is, I guess you probably can't play Kieran because it's not a Team Rocket supporter. And Josh, that's what we'll have to figure out. That will be what we figure out. Probably Cornerstone Mask. That seems to be the safest bet. All right, so we will raid Sunny. It's Friday. I got to pay my dues. We're going to raid the old Sunny in Philadelphia. Oh, we could raid Video Game House, but somebody hasn't raided me back. We could do that. That is something we could do, but we're not going to. So I will see all of you tomorrow. It will be Huntail Gorobus unless I do like 2 test games and everything goes wrong. But you will notice we did not face very many Monkey Dory like we did face Grimmsnarl. But we didn't face like Dragapult or any decks that would be considered really bad matchups. So Live is saving them all for tomorrow. It'll be great.